Hey yo, LAZ, make sure you check that new documentary series I got out right now. It's called Shelter Skelter. You heard, and we dealing with the sciences of being young, black, and homeless in New York City and what a brother gotta go through. Make sure you tune in like a tuning fork.
My mom had me when she was 18. And my mother had me at 18, so I remember going through the shelter system with her, the American Red Cross. So it's like we've been through it together. And I always wonder what her life would be like if she didn't have children, because the apartment she got was all because she had children. So growing up, I always felt entitled to those places that we got because she didn't go through the shelters alone. We was there, sleeping on the floor. Motels with 780 roaches in a motel. I remember.
Make sure you check out that new channel, Chronicles of the Lost. You heard? Leave some comments. Tell them Z-Man Suicide Polo with the Ski Man sent you. Shout out to the bro Peter Pan, Brownsville, Riverdale Projects. If you ain't hear his last story that we did about 2-9 Vine, Father Divine, 2-Gun Divine, if you ain't hear that story, make sure you go check that story on my channel. Yerskin. We doing this new series called Surviving North Carolina. This is part 1. It's a movie, trust me. Broadcasted live from New York City. It's the hottest channel on these YouTube streets.
He lifts the bed up. He got a fucking AK-47 and a fucking Mac 11 on under the mattress, like under the bed. So he said, "Which one you want?" Immediately, I grabbed the AK. The last episode that I was on with you, we was talking about me growing up in Brownsville and all of that, and the Father Divine shit, you know what I mean? So what had happened was, my mom's heard I was getting into a lot of shit in Brownsville and shit like that, start carrying guns, little shootouts, little shit here and there. So my mom's had a best friend down in North Carolina that she had grew up with and shit. So she had, through the mix of all of this shit, she had went down there, North Carolina, and stayed down there for like 2 weeks and left me and my sister at the crib up in Riverdale. So my mom's came back 2 weeks later and was like, "Yo, we packing up, we leaving," like that. "I'm getting you out of New York," like that and shit. So we wound up packing up. She's like, "Yo, I found the house down south and shit," you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, cool. I really ain't want to leave. I don't know that. I ain't really know nobody in the town where she was going to, you know what I'm saying? So all right, boom. Get down south and shit, you know what I mean? So this like in the shit with the all the shit I was going through, back in Riverdale, Brownsville, this was like 91, you know what I mean? So this like the end of 91 coming in 92. So I get down south and shit, you know what I'm saying? So she enrolled me in the new high school and shit, you know what I'm saying? I get down in the high school and shit. So I was getting, I ain't really want to have no money and shit. My mom's was a single parent, so my pops died, so my mom's was getting these little social security checks from my pops, and she would give them to me every month, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I think it was like $159, you know what I mean, just to keep some change in my pocket. So she would give me my pops, so she would cash it and give me the cash, and I would cash my little pops social security checks. And one day I was in a new high school, so I'm in the high school and shit, and this was on a Friday. So, between periods and shit, you know what I'm saying, I go to the bathroom. I'm walking down the little hallway, and I go in the little bathroom and shit. So I go in the bathroom, it's like mad niggas in there, you know what I'm saying? So I go to the little urinal shit, you know what I mean? So I'm pissing in the urinal. I turn my head around and see these niggas rolling dice. So these niggas is rolling dice and shit. So I finished pissing, I turned around, I was like, "Yo, what up? Yo, y'all niggas, what y'all niggas playing?" The niggas like, "Yo, we playing CeeLo," you know what I'm saying? So I was like, "All right, yo, I want to get down," you know what I'm saying? So I'm getting down and shit, So I wound up, the nigga, I guess he was the head nigga. He's my man now, but he was like the big homie, you know what I'm saying, in school. No gang shit, but he was the nigga that was just getting money, you know what I'm saying? So I wound up roping the nigga. I wound up getting all of the nigga money. Unbeknownst to me, the nigga had done sent his brother to leave the school and go get the hammer. So them niggas, I guess they was gonna like back me down and try to take their money back or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So me and the nigga wound up talking and shit. The nigga was like, yo, where you from? I was just like, yo, I just got down here. I'm from Brooklyn. He was like, word. He was like, where you from in Brooklyn? I said, I'm from Brownsville, like that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, word. He was like, yo, I'm from the Star, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Bed Stuy, like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, what up? So, the shit wound up never happened, and I don't know. He to this day he told me, he was like, he called it off, and you know, he told his brother, nah, it ain't like that. Son from Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? So we wound up getting cool or whatever. The nigga had a block down there, you know what I'm saying? In North Carolina, he had a block in the town we was at. So you know what I'm saying? Like, we got cool. The nigga let me come down to his block that they had down there. So, you know, we getting money and shit like that. Boom. I'm like, all right, I feel a little better because them little $159 checks for my pops wasn't really, you know what I mean? The shit wasn't really doing it. I buy a pair of Jordans and that shit gone. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm getting money down there with them niggas and boom. We, you know what I'm saying, shit going good. He started catching cases, you know what I'm saying? One thing about Son was, like, he didn't give a fuck. Like, he'll catch a case and pull up the next day with the hammer on him and mad work in the car. You know what I'm saying? And you know, his thing was, yo, fuck that. You know what I mean? I'd rather get caught with it than get caught without it. You know what I mean? So we cool by then. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling like, yo, son, you got to chill, son. Like, you ain't got to ride around like that. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, cool. So, you know, a couple of months go down. Like I said, this like 92 now, the high school shit. So like about a year or two go by, you know what I'm saying? He getting cased up or whatever. So he knew some other niggas that was getting money that he wound up introducing me to. So I'm clicking in with them now. He done got locked up. He had to do like a 10-year bid. So the niggas that, you know, he was cool with, introduced me to them to, I'm running around with these niggas now in a whole nother hood. So I'm running around with these niggas in a whole nother hood and shit like that. And so I start getting money with these niggas. Them niggas like me, you know what I'm saying? Now mind you, this is around the time like, okay, 92, 93, 94, going around, say 93, 94 or whatever. 94, 95 maybe, you know what I'm saying? So this is around the time when Tupac died, you know what I'm saying? So one thing about the niggas in North Carolina, them niggas love them some Tupac, you know what I'm saying? So this is around the time Tupac died and shit, you know what I mean? I'm over in these niggas' hoods. So these niggas they got like a little gang they call the Kings, you know what I'm saying? Like the Kings. So I guess they got some kind of affiliation with the Crips or whatever. I don't know anything. They was cool with blue, but like if you wore red, them niggas was like, they didn't like that shit, you know what I mean? So like I knew the protocol, you know what I'm saying? Like, alright, you know what I mean? Don't wear no red or whatever. The blue is cool or whatever, you know what I mean? So the nigga that I'm over there, my man's man, that I'm over there in the new hood where I'm getting money, but he got some cousins in them that's in that gang. So them niggas, you know what I mean? I meet them niggas or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But at different times, them niggas just used to get on their gang bang shit hard, and you know, them niggas used to, you know, try to press me and shit like, yo, fuck that, yo, P, yo, I'm telling you, you ain't gonna be coming around here, and I don't give a fuck what my cousin say, so I'm getting into it with these niggas' little words and shit, you know what I mean? So I know what's coming. Eventually, it's gonna be a confrontation, you know what I'm saying? So one day, I'm over there and shit. And like I said, my man, we gonna call him T just to keep you updated on who's who. My man T is the one that I met in the high school, whatever. And T plugged me on to his other man K. That in the other hood I was getting money with, the new hood. So I'm in the hood with K. His cousins and them, they in the gang shit. They don't like me, you know what I'm saying? So one day I'm over there in the hood and shit, and my man T, he had another nigga that, you know, they was getting work together, so I met him for a brief moment. So I'm on the block one day, and that nigga wound up coming over there. He was a DC nigga. So the nigga came over there one day and see me out on the block and pulled up on me. He had the fucking, it was like a black Acura Legend. So he pulled up on the block. He was like, yo, P, what up? What up? Woo, 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 woo. So we talking and shit. You know, we talking about my man Tommy, my man T, he locked up. And I was like, yeah, man, son locked up. Woo, woo, woo. He was like, yo, I need you to do something for me. Like that, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, what's up? So I'm thinking he good on the strength of my man T. I met him through him. You know what I mean? So he was like, yo, I need you to get a room for me down the block at the hotel. I ain't got no ID like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, you know, I ain't think nothing of it. Now, it was another car behind him. It's another car behind him. I don't know who these niggas is. It was like 3 niggas in the car. So, all right, I get in the car with him. We drive like probably about 5-6 minutes. We drive down to the hotel. I check in at the front desk. Sure, my auntie, she give us the room and shit. Pardon me. Give us the room and shit. We go upstairs to the hotel room. Now we get in the hotel room. This nigga pulls out 2 bricks of coke. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking like, oh, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'll just get in the room. So these niggas, so the other niggas, they was up in the room with us. So these niggas from DC too, you know, they had followed him down from DC to North Carolina. So we all up in the room, you know what I mean? And the nigga Finn, his name was Finn. The nigga Finn was like, he was telling them niggas, all right, yeah, let me go downstairs and handle this shit, you know, whoom. He goes downstairs, like 5 minutes go by. Like 10 minutes go by, and now they be coming up on like 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So them niggas like asking me like, yo, where your man at? And I was like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever y'all talked about or whatever, he was gonna make the lick for y'all, or he was gonna whatever they was gonna have going on. He was supposed to go downstairs to the car and come right back. You know, he never came back. So now one of these DC niggas is flipping. You know what I'm saying? Yo, fuck that. I'm telling you niggas, yo, if this nigga don't come back on stage, that's my word. Yo, somebody gonna get it. You know what I mean? So I'm the only one in the hotel room. These niggas talking about, yo, somebody gonna get it. He talking about me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on? So I'm sitting on the bed. Them niggas is standing up, pacing, walking back and forth in the room and shit like that. So the one nigga kept like, you know what I mean? Yo, I'm telling you niggas, I'm laying nigga family down. I'm telling you, that was the DC, one of the DC niggas. So I'm sitting in the room and shit like, oh shit, this nigga just did some bullshit and left me for dead. He just beat these niggas. He brought these niggas all the way down from DC, knew what he was going to do, came to the block and got me because he know my man and all that. Woo. Took me to the hotel with these niggas and, you know, niggas left me for dead. So, one of the DC niggas, you know, he was kind of like rational, you know what I'm saying? So he's thinking like, yo, he's trying to tell his man, yo, calm down. He don't have nothing to do with it. And I'm telling him like, yo, I just came and got y'all niggas a room. I don't know what's going on. Like, what kind of transact with y'all niggas? I don't know what's going on. So I'm trying to tell the nigga, yo, listen to your man. Your man, so the dude that had the rational, he was talking kind of rational and shit. He was like, yo, listen, do you know where this nigga be at? You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling the nigga, so after I'm realizing that, okay, this nigga left me for dead, so fuck that nigga, you know what I'm saying? So me being with my man T, when he was out on the street, I know we used to ride around in the cars and shit, and he had took me to a crib where that nigga Finn be at one time, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking like a Brownsville nigga, like, yo, whatever happens, I gotta get out this room. But I can't let these niggas body me in this room. His man talking crazy. I gotta get out this fucking hotel room. So I'm telling his man asked me that, like, yo, you know where that nigga hang out at? You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, yeah, I know where he hang out at. So we walking out the house. So them niggas tell me, yo, come on. We walking out the hotel room. We walking downstairs to their car and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we get to their car and shit. I'm getting ready to get in the car. And the driver got in, the other nigga got in the front, one nigga got in the back, you know what I'm saying? I get in the car, so boom, I'm sitting in the car. So I'm telling the niggas like, yo, the nigga be over here, so I took him to another part of the town where I last seen the nigga at, where my man T took me to one time. So I take the nigga over there, you know what I'm saying? So I knew the nigga had lived with his girl or something. I know he had a kid or something like that. But you know, to keep it real, just you know what I mean, like. He didn't give a fuck about me, so I really didn't give a fuck about him. You know what I mean? You know, so I took the nigga. I take some DC niggas over there to the crib. So I told the DC nigga told me, yo, get out the car. He telling me, yo, you better not try to run or you know what I'm saying, won't. So I already know these niggas is gripped up. You know what I'm saying? So what I told the DC niggas, I forgot which one of them I told, but my plan was, I'ma knock on the door. Whoever answer the door, I'ma step to the side and y'all niggas do what y'all gotta do, like that. You know what I'm saying? So the niggas like, all right, go knock on that door. So like the way the apartment complex was set up, it was like on the first floor, so they can pull the car right in the little parking space, and they right in front of the door. So the fucking knock on the door, nobody answer. You know what I'm saying? In the back of my mind, I'm like, I really don't care, but in the back of my mind, like, damn, if this nigga wife or his kid answer the door, these niggas fuck around and get gun ho and clap one of these his nigga wife or one of these nigga kid. I don't know. So I knocked on the door, I'm knocking on the door, nobody answered. You know what I'm saying? So one of the niggas got out the car and was like, yo, come on, get back in the car. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. I get back in the car, niggas put me back in the car and shit. They say, yo, you know where else he be? You know what I'm saying? So I was just thinking, lads, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, these niggas got me. I can't really run. I can't outrun the motherfucking bullet, you know what I'm saying? So I get back in the car with them niggas. I takes these niggas way across town, but another part of the town, to a bowling alley. So I told the niggas, I said, yo, I know sometimes a nigga like to go bowling and shit, and he might hang out on the bowling alley, you know what I'm saying, on the weekend or something. Some niggas like, take us over there. I get in the car with them niggas. We go back to the bowling alley. We go to the bowling alley. Now, I know I just made that story up. I know that nigga ain't in that bowling alley. So them niggas tells me, go in that bowling alley and see if he in there. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, I still don't have no way to run because everything is open. In front of the bowling alley is a big parking lot. So I goes into the fucking bowling alley. I goes to the counter where the girl give you the shoes and shit, like to switch your shoes. So I go there, I stand by there and shit. I'm leaning up against the counter and shit. So I'm trying to stand in there like 5 or 6 minutes to make them niggas think I'm in there just looking around for them. So I just go in there and stand on the counter and shit, lean on the counter. I go back outside. I said, yo, the nigga ain't in there. So this time when I come out the bowling alley, none of them never got out the car. So you know what I mean? So they waiting for me to walk up to the car. So I never go to the car. Being that they didn't get out, I just took the chance and just started running. So I started running, and it was like a little, once you got up the parking lot, it was like a little 4-lane highway. I runs across the 4-lane highway and runs across the street, like it was a little ways up, but I had to run through like a little bit of like a little woods and shit. I ran through there and shit, and that's how I wound up getting away from them niggas. They ain't shoot at me or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I got away from that. You know what I'm saying? So boom. I'm like, oh man, fuck, this nigga just left me for dead. I'm thinking, so I'm calling around to niggas that I know, like, and that knew the nigga. So I'm like, yo, this nigga just beat some DC niggas for 2 birds, left me in the hotel with them niggas. So them niggas like, what? And it was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. So it was like, yo, come back to the hood. So I go back to the hood and shit, you know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, remember what I told you, my man T put me up on the other niggas. I'm getting money with these other niggas in this other hood. So I go back to the hood and, you know, I'm getting money. I'm chilling with the nigga that allowed me to come over there. But his cousins and them was on some gang shit. You know what I mean? They was in that gang shit. So, like, couple of weeks going by, you know what I'm saying? That shit with the DC niggas is over with. So a couple of weeks been by, I'm still on the block, you know what I'm saying? So boom, I'm getting money. So now, remember I told you my cousin Millie Moe, you know what I'm saying, from Van Dyke side, whatever. He came down. I told him, I said, yo, son, I'm down here. I'm down south. I'm getting a little bit of paper. You know what I'm saying? You know, but, you know, I explained to Millie Moe, whatever, you know, I'm going through it with these niggas. You know, these niggas on some gang shit. So Millie Moe was like, yo, I'm coming down there. You know what I'm saying? So Millie Moe came down there and shit. You know what I mean? I think he, like, stayed for, like, a week. So one day, we walking through the fucking projects down there, and one of the king niggas. Like, he was one of the top niggas, you know what I'm saying? He seen me and Millie Mo walking through the projects, you know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, the nigga already don't like me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm there on the strength of another nigga that they grew up with, the nigga K, you know what I mean? So, he see me and Millie Mo walking through the projects or whatever, so he backs out. He backed the hammer out. Yo, P, I'm telling you niggas, you ain't gonna be bringing niggas down here. So me and Millie Mo, like, we standing there like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? The fuck this nigga? So, Millie Mo was telling me, he was like, yo, you know why he did that, right? You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what I mean, why? He was like, he only did that because I was with you. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know who Millie Mo was. You know what I'm saying? He don't like me. I'm coming to his hood. I'm getting money on the strength of another nigga that's from his hood. And then now I bring Millie Mo down there. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, you know, like that whole week, you know, Millie's chill down there with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm still doing my thing. Millie had left and went back to New York. So Millie had left and went back to New York. I'm still there down in the town and shit. So now I meet this other nigga from New York down there. You know, the nigga was getting high. You know, the nigga was smoking you heard. I say crack. Nigga was smoking you heard. You know, the lace blunt. We call them woolers or whatever. So I meets that nigga. I found out he from New York. All right. So boom. This nigga is like a loose cannon. He's like robbing everything, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't robbing none of them gang niggas, but just niggas around the area. So boom, I'm starting to run around with this nigga and shit, you know what I'm saying? So one night rather, we standing in front of the block. We on the block, we standing in front of the block. Now one of them other king niggas that didn't like me, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas they had their little thing for me and him. They didn't really like us, but Son kind of had Son, even though he was getting high, he kind of had a little gun game, you know what I'm saying? So they knew he had on him. So I guess they took it like, okay, if he ain't around, they gonna try to pressure to me, you know what I mean? So one day, I coming out the store on that block and shit. So I'm coming out the store, and it was the one of the head niggas, the king nigga. He's sitting in the car on the passenger side with the door open. He got two other niggas they scared of him or whatever. You already assessed the situation. I already knew who's scared of who's the ringleaders, or who's the niggas that bust their gun. So I already know who's who. So I come out the store, and the king nigga backs the gun out. He said, yo, P, let me holler at you. So I come out the store, I walk over to the car like, yo, what's up? He backed the gun out on me. He was like, yo, let me get everything in your pocket. Fuck that, my brother just got locked up. I ain't trying to hear nothing. I'm trying to get my brother out. He tell the other two niggas, which I knew they was scared of him, he tell them niggas go in my pocket. So I'm knowing them niggas scared of him, so I push one of them niggas. I'm like, fuck out of here, nigga. You better not charge up. So like, yo, you niggas better not, y'all two niggas? I'm like, y'all niggas, man, y'all get the fuck out of here. So the nigga got the gun out, you know what I'm saying? He like, yo, I'm telling you, PR, I'm telling you, man. Yo, you better give up everything in your pocket, you know what I mean? So I ain't never let him take nothing from me. I walked off, you know what I'm saying? So I walked off and wound up walking to my man K crib, the nigga that allowed me to come over there. So I'm walking on work, because it's like from the block to K crib is like a 8-minute ride in the car. But for me to walk there, it's gonna take me like 30 minutes probably. So I'm mad and shit, you know, this nigga just pulled a gun out on me, you know what I'm saying? I knew it was coming to that because they didn't like me, so I already was prepared. I already knew it was coming. So I'm walking to the nigga K crib, and I'm talking to him on the phone, you know, and I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, your man just backed out on me, nigga just tried to rob me and shit like that, you know what I mean? So nigga like, where you at? I said, I'm walking up to your crib, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, come to my house, you know, country down south, come to the house, you know what I'm saying? So I go over there, I get to the house and shit like that. I'm telling him what happened, yo, I'm coming out the store, nigga backed out on me, talking shit about his brother in jail, he trying to get his brother out, So he like, hold on, let me call a nigga, you know what I'm saying? So he called a nigga, he flipping on a nigga. Fuck that, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all niggas, P-Rock, that's my man Holmes. So, you know, that's when, you know, he country. I'm telling you, Holmes, that's my man Holmes. I'm telling you, Holmes, I'm telling you right now, Holmes, give him a fair one. So he telling the nigga that backed out on me, he's like, give me a fair one, you know what I'm saying? So he gave me the phone and was like, yo, tell that nigga, you telling me, yo, tell that nigga you want a fair one, and we going back to the hood right now. So I'm telling the nigga on the phone, like, yo, fuck that, yo, give me a fair one, you know what I'm saying? So so the nigga like, yo, that's what you really want to do? I said, yeah, give me a fair one, you know what I'm saying? So the nigga like, yo, I'm tell you something, Pete Rock, you know, I'm just stressed, man, my brother locked up, I wasn't gonna shoot you, Pete Rock, you know what I'm saying? You know, so I'm like, yo, but still, you backed the gun out on me, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, give me a fair one. He's like, yo, Pete Rock, it ain't even like that, man, you know, So I'm like, all right, boom. Pardon me. I wound up the same, like that same night or whatever, you know what I mean? I wound up going back to the block and whatever, you know, I'm getting money or whatever. Now, the nigga that backed out on me, he had a man. His man ain't like me either, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know if he called this man and told his man what happened, or he backed out on me or something like that, and I wanted to fight. But when I got back to the block later on that day, I seen his man, and his man was like, yo, his name was Snake. He was like, yo, Snake told me what happened. So he kind of like laughing. He said, P-Rock, you told the nigga you want to fight and he ain't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I was like, yo, I told the nigga give me a fair one. He said he wasn't really trying to rob me. He was trying to get his brother out of jail or whatever, you know what I mean? So he laughing or whatever. But I know he still don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm there on the strength of his man. You know what I'm saying? So, couple of weeks went by or whatever, and now the other nigga I told you that I met from New York, he's coming around or whatever. So him and the other nigga that didn't like me, they got into some words, and the nigga from New York, he had like a fake gun. He was running around robbing niggas with like fake guns and shit. So, but the nigga didn't know it. So he backed out on the nigga and was like, yo, fuck that. I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas doing. So after he backed out on the nigga, he turns around and walks off. So I'm standing in front of the store by myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm standing in the store by myself and shit. So the nigga, I guess he knew he ain't really wanted with the nigga that I met down there from New York. He ain't wanted with him. So being that he ain't like me, I was the go-to nigga that he didn't. You know what I mean? So I was like the next nigga he figured he could press. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga turned around and started walking towards me. He already know I didn't do that. So he start walking to me like, yo, P, yo, fuck that, P. You nigga, yo, you just gave him that gun. You to pull that gun out on me, you gave him that gun. So I'm looking at the nigga like, yo, fuck is you talking about? I ain't got whatever y'all niggas just had words with. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga backed out on you or whatever. So he's walking towards me now. But the way he walking towards me, he's walking kind of fast, like he can ready walk up, try to swing on me. Now, mind you, this is like 94, 95, you know what I'm saying, like in that era. This when Puff and the Locks and all them was wearing them shiny suits. And I don't know if you remember that, but they came out with the Gooses, and they were silver. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I had one of them coats on. I bought one of them coats, you know what I'm saying? And I had the goose on and shit. So the nigga walking towards me, and the nigga like, yo, fuck that, yo, P, yo, you gave that nigga the gun to back out on me. I'm like, yo, fuck is you talking about? Now this is coming down to it. So this is the confrontation that I've been waiting for, because I knew it was gonna go down any day. This nigga just backed out a gun on me. You know what I'm saying? Now this is other man's, you know what I'm saying, coming around. You know, he don't like me, so I'm thinking in my head like, all right, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? So nigga walking towards me and shit. Yo, so he get up kind of like almost close to my face. You know what I'm saying? So as he get like probably about 2-3 feet in front of my face, he waving his hands. Yo, fuck that. You gave that nigga? So what I did, you know, I was just like, fuck that. You know what I mean? I can't let this nigga just, you know what I mean, walk up and hit me first. So I hit the nigga first. I I two-pieced him. First I hit him, he took a couple of steps back, and then I hit him again. But mind you, I got this big fucking goose on. So now me and the nigga in the middle of the parking lot, we fighting. The nigga grabbed me by my coat, by the front of my coat. And I don't know, like the nigga kind of like swung me a certain kind of way. And the next thing you know, like I woke up and the fucking Chinese nigga was helping me in the store. You know what I'm saying? So boom. So he had an advantage being that he ain't had no coat on. So I had the coat on, whatever. And I'm not denying it and all of that. We had a fair when the nigga got the best of me. You know what I'm saying? So boom.
I'm gonna keep it real, not to interrupt you, but I also had a fight with a dude, and I had a big ass crazy coat on, and that shit was a disadvantage because the coat was so heavy. I couldn't even get my shit off. I was trying to take the coat off, and he kept trying to rush me so that I couldn't take the coat off. You feel me? But the shit was a big ass heavy lever. That shit taught me a lesson with that shit. Like, know what I mean? Anytime I'm about to scrap, take that shit off immediately.
Right, you know what I mean? But he was coming towards me so fast, like my first thing was not to let this nigga hit me, get one off on. If win, lose, or draw, I got to hit this nigga first. So like I said, I hit the nigga first, like I two-pieced the nigga, boop, boop. Next thing you know, I woke up, and the Chinese nigga in front of the store was helping me in the store. The nigga put me out, you know what I'm saying? He must have hit me some kind of way and knocked me out, you know what I'm saying? So boom, the nigga helped me up in the store, the Korean nigga. He helped me carry me in the store. Was like, yo, P, you alright? You know what I'm saying? Cause I done got familiar with the nigga in the store, the Korean dude. You know what I'm saying? So he knew who I was. I was getting money. He knew what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? But he even knew them niggas ain't like me. You know what I'm saying? So these niggas got a whole gang function over there. So I'm the New York nigga coming over there on the strength of one of their men, but they don't care if I'm one of their men. They don't like me. You know what I'm saying? So Korean nigga look at, so my shit busted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh man, this nigga did me dirty. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna get these niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about the other shit that happened. This nigga backed out a gun on me. I'm like, oh, I'm get these niggas. So I knew these other niggas across town. And word up, shout out to my nigga Worthy too, man. That's my man still to this day. I couldn't think of nobody else. So I wound up going over to this nigga across town, this nigga Worthy I knew, and I went to his crib. My face is fucked up, you know what I'm saying? So I go to work, this like probably 11, 12 o'clock at night. So I knock on Worthy's door. He lived with his moms. You know, it was disrespectful for me to go there that late anyway. But you know, I was just mad. You know what I'm saying? So I go to Worthy's house. He opened the door and see my face. He's like, oh shit, yo P, what up? I was like, yo, what the fuck happened? Come in. So he come in the crib. I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, I was over there with these niggas, yo. I was getting money, you know what I'm saying, with my man and them. Woo. And these niggas ain't like me. They got this gang shit. And me and this nigga got into it, you know what I'm saying? This nigga fucked my face up, but you know what I'm saying? We were fighting. And I explained the same thing to him. Like I had the coat on and all of that, and the nigga got the best of me. So he was like, yo, what you want to do? Like that, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, I want to get these niggas, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, he took me in his room. It was his mom's house, but he lived in the basement. Me and him go downstairs to the basement. Yo, Laz, I swear to God, if I'm lying, my mom's dying. He lifted the bed up. He got a fucking AK-47 and a fucking Mac-11 on the, under the mattress, like under the bed. So he said, which one you want? Immediately, I grabbed the AK. And I'll never forget the AK. It still had the orange warranty sticker. I don't know, like when you buy them assault rifle, it comes with like a warranty sticker on it. So it was like kind of like brand new. So I grabbed the AK. He was like, nah, don't take that one, P. Take the Mac. So I took the Mac 11. I said, all right. He was like, yo, be careful. Just, bring that shit back or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you do what you gotta do. So, I took the Mac 11 the next day. The next day, I go back over there to these niggas' hoods. You know what I'm saying? So now, across the street from that store where me and the nigga was fighting in front of, they got some woods over there. So, I know I can't really be, because it was hot over there, mad police. You know what I'm saying? They had this one police nigga named N.C Scott. He knew all of us. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga would run down on us on some searching shit. So what I had to do, I had to go across the streets in the woods. I found me a little spot with little rocks or bricks or maybe, and I put the Mac 11 under the rock. Now, mind you, my face still fucked up. Just happened like before. So I'm still over there. I'm like, fuck that. These niggas, I'm already over here. I'm already established over here. I got a little clientele. These niggas ain't telling me I can't come over here. You know what I'm saying? The man K already put the stamp on it. I'm good over here. So I ain't going nowhere. So
Z-Lord, you heard? Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. You see them subscribers is shooting up, man. We on the road to that 100K. You feel me? We at 56, but we on the road to that 100K. And that's a fact. So if you rep that Gen Pop, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell so you don't miss no new episodes. Yersk. And of course, if you love what I'm doing on this channel, how I'll be dropping that fire, how I'll be putting it down, feel free to send a Cash App donation, you heard? I appreciate all donations. Shout out to everybody that been hitting that Cash App, that PayPal, that Venmo. You heard that Gen Pop PayPal. Appreciate you. And if you need that promo, holla at me. Shout out to the bro, Peter Pan, Brownsville, Riverdale projects. You feel what I'm saying? We putting down this fire series. Surviving North Carolina. You heard, this is part 2. Part 3 is on the way. We smashing it, man. You heard? We smashing YouTube. They not on this level. You heard? Z-Boy.
I backed them niggas down, get back in the car with him. Last, I had to have the worst luck in my life. When I came out the store last and backed these niggas down, take everything from them, I didn't know these niggas was under secret indictment. The fucking police, narcotics or whatever, they had them niggas under surveillance, unbeknownst to me. So they got me coming out robbing these niggas. These niggas ain't telling me I can't come over here. You know what I'm saying? The man K already put the stamp on it. I'm good over here. So I ain't going nowhere. So I put the Mac 11 in the fucking across the street in the woods, and I walked across the street. Whenever, cause I was sitting in the woods, so I'm sitting in the woods on a little bucket. It had a little bucket. I'm sitting in there, I got the Mac 11 right there, but I would see fiends walking up the block. So when the fiends would walk up the block that I know, I would leave the Mac 11 there and walk across the street. Yo, what up? And you know, I kept making my little sale. Now these niggas ain't around. You know what I'm saying? So later on that day, the 2 niggas that was with the nigga Snake, the nigga that backed out on me in the car, say he trying to get his brother out of jail. I see them 2 niggas. So them niggas, I waited for them to get in front of the store. I'm in the woods, I'm watching, and I see them niggas across the street. I come out the fucking woods with a gun, go across the street, go to the store. I went and pressed them niggas. Flashed out, I was like, yo, boom. I'm telling y'all niggas right now, I already know these niggas soft. They scared of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, fuck that. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit y'all niggas is talking. I don't give a fuck. Y'all go back and tell them niggas. So them niggas seen the gun. You know what I'm saying? They seen I had the Mac on me. So, them niggas, nah, BP, right, we ain't got nothing to do with that. So I'm like, fuck that. That nigga told y'all niggas to go in my pockets, you know what I'm saying? And y'all niggas was really gonna try to go in my pockets. But I knew them niggas was soft, that's why I pushed them niggas and told them niggas, y'all not taking nothing from me. You know what I'm saying? So, them niggas like, nah. Them niggas walked off. I go back across the street, cause there no fiends was coming. I go back across the street and sit in the bushes, you know, so I'm going out throughout the day, you know what I mean? I don't know, but I just something told me to take the gun with me. I go to the store, with a Korean nigga store, so I put the gun in my waist and walk to the store. His name was Mike, Korean nigga. I go in the store and I go whatever, I talk to Mike or whatever, you know what I mean, Korean nigga. who I see coming down the block? He coming down the block and in the car with the same nigga he was with earlier. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga riding through and they stopped. Them two other niggas that I told you I just pressed, they must have called him. So they called, like, he's like the top gang leader over there. You know what I'm saying? So they must have called that nigga, and that nigga came through the block and stopped. He never got out the car. He stopped. The car was still parked on the street. I'm probably like 50 feet still standing in front of Mike's store. That nigga, so he yells out the window. Now I know he's a shooter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm standing there, I got the Mac 11 on me. He's yelling out the window on the passenger side. Hey, yo, P, I'm telling you, niggas already told me you riding around here with that Mac 11, think you gonna whoa. So I'm standing in front of the store. I ain't saying that, I'm just looking at him. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, if you get out that car and you walk down here, walk up in my face and try that shit now. You know what I'm saying? So he said what he said and pulled off in the car. He wasn't driving, he was a passenger. He said what he said and his man pulled off in the car. You know what I mean? So like, I guess in these niggas' minds, they thinking like, okay, my man did this to him. He beat P up. But P got round around the hood with that fucking Mac 11. You know, but P walking around the hood with that fucking Mac 11 because the other two niggas told him. You know what I mean? So boom. I'm walking all day. I've got the Mac on me. I'm back and forth in the bushes or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So the other nigga that I had a fight with, so I'm back in front of Mike's store again, but I left the Mac 11 in the bushes, you know what I'm saying? I left the Mac 11 in the bushes. I'm coming out from the store. I don't know if I was making a sale or whatever, but my instincts was go back to the bushes and sit on that bucket where the gun was at. I'm coming, whatever, making a sale, coming out of Mike's store. The nigga that I was fighting comes around the corner. So the nigga come around the corner like, yo, P, yo, man. Hey, yo, P, man, why you swing on me, man? Why you swing on me? You know what I mean? So I'm looking like, and that was me stupid. You know what I mean? I should have just kept the gun on me, but I knew he had a little 380. He always carry that shit. But the day we had to fight, he didn't have it on him. You know what I mean? It was a fair fight. You know, so I know I see he got a little 380 because he got his hand in his back pocket. And down, you know what I'm saying, in his back pocket. So he holding it by the hand on the back in the back pocket. So he talking to me and shit like, yo, P-Rock, yo, why you swing on me, cuz? Why you swing on me, cuz? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, I told the nigga, I told you I ain't had nothing to do with that shit. You come down here walking up my face, you know I ain't had nothing to do with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, no, fuck that, man. I'm telling you, it's like, yo, P-Rock, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, I was gonna hit you. I was going, So, like, he was like, yo, I ain't mad at you. So he was just like, yo, I ain't mad at you, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just want to know why you hit me. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling him, like, yo, I thought you was going to swing on me first. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, nah, man, I wasn't going to swing on you. Between me and you, last. I wasn't taking that chance. I had to hit him first. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, nah, it ain't really nothing, man. You know what I mean? You swing on me, and then I talk to the shake. You know what I mean? They talking about you riding around here with a Mac 11, and that's why I got my shit on me. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. He like, nah. So I'm telling him, you know what I mean? Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man, it's like, fuck that. I'm like, yo, look at my face, man. You know I ain't had nothing to do with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So he be like, all right, yo, you ain't had nothing to do with it. You ain't had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was just a thing with me, you know, last, I thought about it, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, I could take it up another notch. I could go run across the street in that bushes and me and him could just shoot it out. Or I could snake this nigga and twist his ass up because he already think it's over now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, this Korean nigga Mike know me from being over there. I clapped this nigga. Everybody in this hood know that I did it. So like I said, you know what, let me put my pride to the side. The nigga beat me in the fight. Nigga beat me. Nigga fucked me up. He beat me. But my whole thing is, I'm thinking they on some gang shit, so I'm thinking whenever he see me, it's on. Like, it's on. It's going, you know, he gonna try to clap me or I'm gonna try to clap him. You know what I'm saying? But he had his gun on him because he heard that I was walking around the neighborhood with a Mac 11 on me. So he was just being on point. You know what I'm saying? So, he, you know, we kicked it right there, you know what I mean? So I was just like, you know what I mean? Damn, like, one side of me telling me, you know what I'm saying, fuck that. You went all the way over there to your man's house and got this gun and come out and you ain't gonna do nothing. But another side of me telling me, yo, all these niggas know you out here. Your picture all over these cameras in front of this fucking store. You going down. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing was, all right, let me put my pride to the side. Now these niggas know I ain't playing. I can get money over here now. Now I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So cool. I'm still over there. I'm getting money over there, whatever. Couple of little time passed over. My face thing healed up or whatever. I done took my man the gun back and over there. So I'm back. So I'm good now. I'm good now. These niggas know I'm going to go. If you niggas play at me again, y'all niggas know I'm going to go. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm getting money over there. Now, shit's slowing up on the block. Shit starting to slow up. So, the nigga that I told you, the other New York nigga that I had met, that the one that he pulled the gun out on, one of the gang niggas, I happened to see him one day, you know what I'm saying? And I told you he was getting high too, you know what I'm saying? So one day I didn't want to keep none work on me, so I would put it across the street in these apartments in the bushes. So the nigga came and asked me for something. I went across the street to go to the bushes to get my pack, and I served the nigga. So he walked with me over there. So when he walked with me over there, I served the nigga. And I walked back across the street to go stand in front of Mike's store. So like a little while later, another fiend had came, and I went to go serve the fiend and walked back across the street to the bush to get my whole pack on. Last, you know what I'm saying? I had just had my daughter and all of that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this nigga took my fucking pack. He doubled back while I served him at and took my fucking work. Like that. So you know what I mean? I'm tight. I'm like, oh shit, but that ain't my last, because I still got money. I got more money to re-up and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, this nigga in New York that took my fucking pack. So, you know, but I couldn't, I knew he did it. He's the last nigga I served, you know what I'm saying? But it could have been somebody else or somebody looking out the window of the apartments. So, you know, I'm trying to get this nigga the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, maybe somebody seen me serving some heads and going back and forth to that bushes and they took my shit. You know what I'm saying? So, one day, just like a couple of weeks later, one day I'm at my crib, you know, so I done served all the work. I'm over at my crib, the new crib where my mom's had moved to, and we over there, I'm at the crib. So one day I'm in the crib chilling, I'm talking to another nigga on the phone. He said, yo, P, come by my crib, come kick it with me, you know what I mean? We'll be gonna cook out, and so I'm getting dressed. Preparing to go over to this other nigga crib. They're having a cookout. I'm saying, I'm going over there and chill. Who comes, next thing you know, the doorbell ring, you know what I'm saying? Who comes to the crib? It's the New York nigga, you know what I'm saying? So he come to the crib, yo, P, what up? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, somebody took my pack, you know what I'm saying? Like, So he was like, nah, P, yo, you know I'll never do nothing like that, you know, But I already knew he was getting high, so whether I knew he did it or not, or somebody else seen me, I ain't give a fuck. So he was like, yo, check this out. This is what we gonna do. Let's take a ride to South Carolina. You know what I mean? I know some niggas down there getting money or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he said, yo, we gonna go down south. What you wanna do? I said, yo, I went through this shit over here with these niggas, you know what I'm saying? He knew what I just went through over there because he knew about the fight, and when he walked off after he backed out, he heard about it. So he's like, yeah, I heard you got into it with the nigga and you had to fight. And he was like, yo, P, the nigga did you bad. Yo, you let the nigga do you like that? So I'm telling him like, yo, I had the coat on, son, and I'm trying to fight the nigga with this big ass coat on, and the nigga got the best of me. So he like, alright, cool, you know what I mean? He like, fuck that block. We going, so I stopped going back over there to that block, you know what I mean? So he was like, yo, we gonna ride to South Carolina. I know a block, a strip down there, and you know, niggas getting money down there, P, yo, what's up, what you wanna do? I was like, fuck it, you know what I mean? He was like, yo, we gonna go down there and back these niggas down, you know, we gonna come back, you know what I'm saying, to North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? I said, alright, cool, so fuck the cookout. I'll get in the car with this nigga. Me and this nigga drives to South Carolina. He giving me the rundown. He's telling me, yo, these niggas be out on the strip or we ride down the strip. We see these niggas outside. We circle the block or whatever, come back around the block and shit. We stop at the store in front of where these niggas is getting money at. So me and him get out the car. I go walk past these niggas and go into the fucking store. I go into the fucking store. I tell the nigga in the store, like, let me get a pack of Newports or something like that. I tell him, let me get a pack of Newports and shit like that. So I get the Newports and shit. I got the gun on me. Hold on, her parts out. Let me light my shit right quick. So me and this nigga walked out the store. So immediately when we come out the store, we in South Carolina now. We walk out the store, I backs out on these niggas. I got 3 of them at gunpoint. I'm backing these niggas down, going in their pockets. They got cracks and shit. They got money and then the cell phone. The nigga that was with me, nigga took the cell phone too. So I backs them niggas now. So I backed them niggas down, get back in the car with him. Last, I had to have the worst luck in my life. When I came out the store last and backs these niggas down, take everything from them, I didn't know these niggas was under secret indictment. Across the street from the store, they had down south they got the mobile homes, like the trailers. Like the trailers, you know them trailers you can live in. You know what I mean? They're not a house, but it's like a mobile trailer. The fucking police, narcotics or whatever, they had them niggas under surveillance, unbeknownst to me. So they got me coming out robbing these niggas. After I rob them niggas, I get back in the car with this New York nigga. We burn out, you know what I'm saying? So we get into the edge of the town. The narcotics never came out that trailer. What they did was call the local police and have one car waiting on the outskirts of the town. So we on our way out the town, get ready to make it back to the interstate. This niggas, the crack that we took from these niggas, you know what I mean? This nigga rolling it up, smoking it in the car, you know what I mean? He driving, rolling, smoking in the car, you know what I mean? I'm sitting in the passenger seat. The fucking local cop pulls out and gets behind us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, I'm like, yo, the police behind us. You know what I'm saying? So the blue lights come on. I got the gun on me. He's driving. We in a Ford, one of them old Ford Probes. I'll never forget, he was like in a Ford Probe. We in a Ford Probe and shit. We both left there broke to drive to South Carolina. We ain't got no gas in the car. We had enough gas to make it there. We was gonna rob them niggas and probably put some gas in the car on the way back. We ain't got no gas to fucking shit on E. He blows it. He steps on the gas, so now we come over the overpass and make the left to come down on the get-on ramp to get on the highway. We got a big gap in front of the police car. But back then, like in 94, 95, whatever, they had them big-ass Crown Victorias. The old police car, the Crown Vics. I don't know what kind of fucking motor that shit had in it. All I know, last, when we made the left to get on the interstate and we gunning it, the fucking cop was just coming over the overpass. We already down the ramp, merging over to get to the left, the run. He's just making it over the overpass. Boom. So the nigga tells me, I'll never forget, he's like, yo, P, you know we going to jail, right? We ain't got no gas. He tell me, yo, you know we finished, right? I was like, damn, son, yeah, we finished. So he blowing it. We got about a good 10 miles, almost to where the sign says, welcome to North Carolina, to get back to North Carolina. The car running out of gas. But before that, like, when the police car came off and he was just getting down the ramp, we already on the highway. Next thing you know, Laz, I look in the mirror, that nigga on our ass. So I'm like, this nigga got the souped up police car, the Interceptor, one of them shits. I don't know, we had a good gap on him. Or getting on the highway, he was just coming over the overpass. I look in the mirror, he's on our ass. So that's when my man was like, yo, we finished, P, nigga got us. So I told this nigga, is a tractor trailer. We coming up on a tractor trailer. Get up in front of that tractor trailer, cut in right in front of that shit, like cut the tractor trailer off so I can throw the gun out the window and the state trooper nigga can't see it. So that's what he did. He got in front of the tractor trailer, cut the shit off. I tossed the gun out the window. But last, the car, we going so fast, the wind picked the gun up. So the only thing the gun did was, being that the wind carried it, it just made sparks going down the shoulder. So the gun making sparks coming down the shoulder, boom, boom. We drove for like another 2-3 miles. It was over. That's it. We knew we couldn't make it back across the state line in North Carolina. We pulled over. You know, they Mass state troopers out there. They shut the highway down. Won't tell us to get out, walk backwards with our hands. You know what I'm saying? We did all that. I get down on my knees. They come put the handcuffs on us. And so I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, damn. We going to jail, you know what I'm saying, down here in South Carolina, so boom, so all right, cool, but I'm saying to myself, all right, I got rid of the gun. Only thing they gonna get off of us, well, he had it. He had the cracks and the niggas' money. When I backed them niggas down, I let him go in them niggas' pockets and take everything. So he got everything else. I got the gun. So I'm saying, like, I got rid of the gun. The gun is gone. Boom. The police, state trooper niggas come through. We get us. They put us in the fucking police car. So I'm sitting in the police car on his shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Like they still got the interstate shut down. So the fucking black nigga, the state trooper, he walks up to the car while I'm sitting there and showed me the gun. He was like, "Yo, you dropped something." So I'm like, "What you mean I dropped something? That ain't mine." Like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling him that ain't mine. So what had happened was, when they shut the interstate down, that truck driver nigga seen me throw the gun out. So he must have told the state troopers after they shut the interstate down, we cut them off and I threw a gun out the window. So that's when the state trooper was like, "Yo, you dropped something." So I was like, "Yo, that's not mine." You know what I'm saying? So he was like, "Yeah." The truck driver back there told us when you cut him off, you threw the gun out the window. You know what I mean? So the truck driver nigga gave me up. You know what I'm saying? So they put me in the car. They taking us back to the town. And shit. We get to the jail. They process us and put us in the cell. Now this is a little town, lads. Them little fucking COs or the little jailers or whatever, the guards, they know these niggas that we robbed. They know their families and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So they put us in there. We sitting in the cell and shit like that. He's in another cell. My man's in another cell. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the cell. Who they fucking bringing in the fucking jail? Walking right past our cell. The fucking niggas that we robbed. So I guess the narcotics was like, you know, they was across the street in that trailer. They like, all right, fuck it, we gonna get all of y'all now. So they wound up locking them niggas up after we robbed them niggas, and you know, we got on the hospital chase. They wound up grabbing them niggas and letting the state troopers catch us. You know what I'm saying? So the jailers and them, they walking them niggas past, them niggas handcuffs, walking past our cells. So they walking past our cells like, yeah, we gonna get y'all niggas, yeah. Y'all niggas thought y'all got away with it, woo. So I'm like, oh man, damn, we in the same fucking, like the same little county jail with these niggas. It's not even a county yet, it's the city jail. So they got like 5 or 6 cells. The counties are bigger. So we like in a little city jail, so we going back and forth all night, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas yelling, "Yo, we gonna get you, we gonna see y'all New York niggas." Whoa. So we on the gate, you know, I'm yelling back, "Fuck y'all niggas snitching, y'all niggas telling, woo." So like that, right? So boom. They came back like a couple of hours later. Damn, my shit keep going up. But they came back like a couple of hours later to come get us and take us. They come back a couple of hours later, come get us to take us to the county jail now. So they come and get us. They got us handcuffed. We walking out the little city jail. Last, I come out the city jail. The fucking news reporters is all of this shit is standing out here. Why did you do it? So I'm looking like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is on? Oh, y'all got news reporters for this little, this is a robbery. But it wasn't a lot of shit like really going on in that town. So the way they put it, some niggas came down from New York and all my criminal record was back from Brooklyn. So after they ran my shit, they knew who I was. He had a criminal record back in New York too, but he wound up getting caught up with some shit, the murder I'm gonna tell you about in a minute. So they was already looking for him in New York. I don't know none of this shit that he's wanted for a body. So I come out, news report and all that. Why you doing that? So I'm bugging out. They'll do fucking news. So they take us, transfer to the county jail. So I'm in the county jail and all that. Now they kept me and him together. We both in the same house. So we in the same house and shit. And woo. So this like a month going by. this like a month now. Even though this nigga was getting high, his moms and them had money, so he was getting bailed out. You know what I mean? I was still in there. Now, this nigga like 27, 28. I'm like 21 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So, we in there after about a month. We in the county jail, so I'm comfortable now. I'm in the county jail or whatever. Like, fuck it, I'm coming out my cell. So they calling for rec. We going out on the rec yard. But this nigga talk too fucking much. So I don't know. Guess the niggas that we was in the house with, they just wasn't feeling him. They was just looking at it like, yo. They was looking at it like me, like, yo, New York, like you cool. Cause they told me, they were like, yo, New York, you cool, but you're fucking man, this nigga talk too much. And the way it looked like he's older than you, and this nigga manipulating you, and the way y'all case is set up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did all the shit with the gun work and all of that there cause you was younger, but New York, your man talking too fucking much. We don't like how he moving. You know what I'm saying? So they telling me this and shit like that. So I'm like, all right, cool, all right, whatever. So we goes to the yard. We go to the yard and we playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? So we playing basketball and the nigga wound up going for, like, I tried to go up and block his shot, but I came down on his foot and twist my ankle. So I twist my ankle, but it wasn't bothering me right then and there. So this like the next day. You know what I mean? I wake up and my whole ankle is fucking swollen. It look like I got 2 golf balls on the ball part of my ankle, like by my foot, like the ball part. It look shit like 2. So I'm like, oh shit, my shit hurts. So I tells this nigga, I'm like, son, look at my foot, son. He was like, damn, son, look at your foot. I was like, yo, playing basketball yesterday, my foot fucked up. So I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, son, yo, these niggas ain't feeling you, son. I'm like, yo, niggas saying you talking too much, and woo. He's like, yo, he's like, so it's on with them niggas? I said, son, it might be on with these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So, I'm showing him my foot. I'm showing him my ankle. And he was like, son, you got to get that shit together, P. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, Vietnam might come through that door any minute. You know what I'm saying? What he was saying was, you know, it could go down any minute. Niggas could come to my cell, niggas try to get at us. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't me they saying he talked too much. He's down there with this New York shit, trying to move around in the dorm, like, you know what I mean? Like, they just wasn't feeling that, last. And I'm trying to tell him, son, you got to chill. You know what I'm saying? You got to chill. So, he was like, yo, P, you gotta get your ankle together, son. Vietnam could come through this door at any given time. It can go down, son. You better be. So I'm like, all right. So, you know, I'm trying to walk on this shit. You know what I'm saying? My shit just fucked up, lads. You know, if this Vietnam would have came through the door, they would wore me raggedy. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, we in the county jail. The niggas never did nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, this like a month and a half in to the county jail. You know what I mean? My ankle's still fucked up, but I'm starting to walk on it good now. You know what I'm saying? So, I called my moms and told my moms, like, yo, what's going on with the bail? And my mom's telling me, I got you a bail bondsman from North Carolina. He couldn't do nothing for you, but he got into another bail bondsman in South Carolina that he knew. They ran your record back because my mom's put the house up to bond me out. I had to get collateral because, you know what I'm saying, they were saying I was a flight risk. So that's what I'm thinking, I could get out. My mom's put the house up, and, you know, whatever little bit of money, the bondsman money, my mom's had it. So she said, but the bondsman's in South Carolina, once they ran your record again in the county jail, they see you from New York, so you a flight risk, so they revoke your bond. I can't even put the house up to get you out. So I was like, oh man, damn. So now this, the nigga that I'm with, the New York nigga, his family, just like I said, his mom was getting money. They called him, told him to pack up. So they called him and told him to pack up. He's packing up, yo, P, I'm getting ready to be up out of here. Yo, son, yo, hold your head, son. Ooh, I know you down here in South Carolina, P. Yo, oh yeah, I said, yo, son, I'm good. I got it, man, but I'm stressing, man, because they revoked my fucking, they revoked my fucking bond. So, he packed up, they packed him up. He got his clothes switched out or whatever. He left the dorm. So I'm down there by myself, which I'm not worried about it because them South Carolina niggas, they beef wasn't with me. They ain't had no problem with me. I was moving accordingly in the house. So they takes him out. They takes him out and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, these niggas done revoked my bond. I'm standing out like, I'm finished, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, I'm finished. I'm like, damn. So them South Carolina niggas like, yo, you know, they coming over there, they talking to me like, yo, your man gone, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. They telling me, yo, from what we heard, it was best you get away from that nigga, man. You know what I mean? Because you don't want your case with his, you know what I'm saying? You know, so they trying to school me. You know, they took a liking to me. They trying to school me. So the niggas is telling me like, yo, when you get you a lawyer and all of that, tell your lawyer you want your trial, or if you go to trial in New York, you want your shit separate from his, you know, because it looked like he older than you and you was doing everything for him, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, so I'm thinking like, all right, cool, I gotta get a separate trial from this nigga. Whoa, 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 boom. I wasn't going against him or nothing like that, but like, I want a separate trial, you know what I'm saying? Which I got the right to do that. So, about 30 minutes go by. About 30, I'm sitting in the house and shit, I'm chilling. 30 minutes go by, they brings him back in. He come back in the house, tears in his eyes. Yo, son, what the mother, son, these niggas, yo, son, what the fuck happened? I thought you was going home, what happened? Nah, son, come to my cell. I go to his cell. I'm saying, yo, what happened? I thought your mom's bailed you out. You know what I'm saying? So he like, nah, man, yo, my uncles and them, we was back in New York, and I was with my uncles and them, and, you know, he was telling me, yo, we laid something down, boom, boom, they got my uncle, and they got me. I don't know if his uncle told on him, I don't know, but they charging him with the murder, too. So I'm like, get the fuck out of here. He's like, yeah, so he's crying and shit. Yo, son, I'm finished. Yo, son, whoa. I'm like, oh, man, you know what I'm saying? So I'm telling him, like, yo, son, I don't know, you know what I mean, what's going on about it, like, you know what I mean, hold your head. I'm telling him, yo, hold your head, son, whatever, But, son, I'm telling my mom to get me a lawyer, son, and I'm not going to trial. If I go to trial, son, we got to have separate lawyers. I don't want to have the same lawyer with you, son. Cause this shit looking extra spooky because if God forbid I go to trial, they might bring that shit up and his man, his co-defendant, whatever he's wanted for a murder in New York, that's gonna fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling him, son, so he like, alright, you know what I mean? So he told me this is the plan. He was gonna say, yo, he was telling me, he was like, yo, P, this is what we gonna do, son. If we go to court or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and they ask you about a gun or did I have a gun, or you say it's not to my knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So we just came up with the plan, not to my knowledge or whatever. I'm like, all right, son, yeah, that's what we gonna do. I just telling him I want a separate lawyer. We not getting the same lawyer going in that court. You got a fucking body on you now. But that I ain't got nothing to do with. This shit happened before I even met you. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. I get it, my mom's getting me a lawyer and shit. So my lawyer was like, look, you on the threshold. You 21 years old. We got a program from 17 to 21. I think it was called like a YO, a youthful offender. So it's like you could get boot camp. You know what I'm saying? He said you could either take the boot camp program or you got 3 victims. You robbed 3 different people. They saying my lawyer telling me the DA saying I robbed 3 different people. The way the DA was making it, I went around the town and robbed 3 different people, lads, when I didn't. I robbed everybody at one spot. Well, me and him did. We robbed everybody at one spot. That's the 3 people right there. So my lawyer telling me, he's like, yo, they trying to make it seem like, so it's like 25, it's like the max is 25 for each charge. You looking at like, the DA trying to make it look like you can get 75 years for this shit. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, you can take the YO program and you can go through the boot camp shit, you know what I'm saying? And the DA is willing to work out a 1 to 6 with you. So I was like a 1 to 6, so how that work? You know what I mean? So like, this is my first real bed. I ain't never been to prison, you know what I'm saying? So I'm asking a lawyer, what's my 1 to 6 looking like? He said, you're going to go down to South Carolina Department of Corrections, the prison. You're going to do 13 months and you're going to come out with 5 years parole. Like that. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take that. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I'm gonna take that. Boom, wound up going to court or whatever. I copped out. Told them now, they done. I left the county jail before my man did. So he's told me, I told y'all, I took a program, son. I'm going with this shit. So he like, alright, he ain't even stressing me. He got his own. He can ready to fight a body. So he telling me, yo, son, yo, just go ahead, go down the road, do what you gotta do. Alright, so I cops out to the shit. They transfer me to this shit in South Carolina in Columbia called Broad River. That's the shit where you go see the doctor. There's another little prison, like a mini little prison. They get down, I get down there. So, I'm by myself. I don't know nobody, last. You know what I'm saying? I'm here with a bunch of South Carolina niggas. This Tupac shit just died. These niggas ain't feeling big. You know what I'm saying? I come down there. I get down there. So I get down there. I'm in the new jail and shit. So I go to the shower one day. So I'm in the shower one day and I'm talking, I see this other nigga, he's talking, he sounds like he's from New York. So I'm talking to him, I'm like, yo, Paul, yo, where you from? Like, yo, he said, yo, I'm from New York. I was like, word? I was like, yo, I'm from Brownsville, like that. He was like, yo, I'm from the Star, like that. He was like, me and my brother here. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, me and my brother here. So I was like, all right, cool. So now I know somebody from Brooklyn. So all right, boom. I'm back and forth. It ain't a movement like jail. It's either to the showers or to the cells. So I'm in the cell with another nigga from South Carolina. I don't know this nigga. We just coexisted in the cell until they transfer me to the Department of Corrections. So I'm in there with him. So next day I go to the shower or whatever. I go to the fucking shower and the Best Buy nigga like, yo, Brownsville. I'm like, yo, what's up? He was like, yo, Brownsville niggas in here on some do or die. You know what I'm saying? So that's what niggas was saying, do or die. You know what I'm saying? So niggas like, so I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, he was like, yo, niggas on some do or die trying to get at me. So I'm telling him, nigga, get busy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just three of us. It's me, him, and his brother. But he's on the other side of the little jail. But that's the showers is the central part of the jail. You know what I mean? So me and him talking in the showers. I'm like, yo, get busy. You got your brother over there. Get busy. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So he was like, yeah, Brownsville. You know what I'm saying? You already know I know. I go back to my cell. I don't know what never happened to the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never know. They wound up calling me, the Department of Corrections, the state now, come and get me. You know what I mean? Pack up. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm going down the road to prison now. So they transfer me for there, take me to a little town called Turbyville, South Carolina. Any of the South Carolina niggas listening, they know about Turbyville. So they transfer me from Broad River, Columbia, South Carolina. They taking me to Turbyville, South Carolina. They take me to Turbyville, South Carolina. I get down there. I'm seeing how the shit work. This a big fucking prison. But it's a prison, but when you get off the gate, you know, the COs and these niggas tell you the rundown and shit like that, you know, about the program and shit. So immediately when I get off the bus, they on some military shit. Yo, get there, everybody, get the fuck down. Get down. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? The program started already?
It's part 3 to that Peter Pan surviving North Carolina. You feel me? NC on the check, and I see y'all in the comments. Crazy. Shout out to the whole Charlotte. Shout out to the whole NC. Make sure y'all comment gang this to death. You heard? Shout out to the bro Peter Pan, Brownsville, Riverdale Towers. You feel what I'm saying? Brooklyn. We moving out here, man. I don't know what y'all other dudes is doing, but we moving out here, you heard? You see them good rims. Them rims is spicy, baby. You heard? Z-Boy Suicide Polo with the Ski Boy. Make sure y'all hit me up for that promo. You heard? If you an artist, if you got a channel, a brand, and you ain't pushing it on this channel, you lacking, baby. You heard?
I I got the CB on, like the truck driver CB, so I got that shit on, and I hear other truck drivers going the other way, like, yo, driver, the police behind you, they trying to stop you. I turn that shit off. I'm crying, driving 18-wheel. Fuck that. Y'all just gonna have to kill me today. Y'all take everything from me. I try to get a job, I come out of prison, get my life together. I get my own apartment, I get my car, y'all keep putting sheriff notices on my door. Y'all wanna take everything, just kill me, man. Just kill me. Yo, get there, everybody, get the fuck down. Get down. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? The program started already? You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting down to do military shit immediately. So I'm getting down to shit, they explain the shit, everybody get up. They take us to the dorm to, where we gonna be staying at. They process us in the dorm and give us a big ass key. We got keys to our cells. You know what I'm saying? Like, they give us these big gold keys, and you can open your cell door and go in and out and walk around the house. You know what I'm saying? Last, I get in the jail. I checked in. I meet my roommate. I meet my cellmate. You know what I'm saying? He a South Carolina nigga. He kind of like a little nerdy nigga. I ain't gonna diss the nigga. He been there before me, so I need to learn from this nigga, like, what the fuck going on, how this jail run. But I see he's not built like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going in there. I'm in the house with him. I'm like, yo, I'm from New York, man. He was like, yeah, man. Yo, I'm from South Carolina. He was like, yeah, I'm making my bed and shit like that. So the next morning, we had to get up and do count. So when we come out our cells, we stand in front of our cell. He stand on the right, I stand on the left in front of the cell. It's another little nigga in the cell next door to us. So the CO chick come around doing the cell, and she calling out our names, and we supposed to say our names, inmate number, and all of that. She got to us, like to our names. And the little nigga said, yo, fuck that bitch. So I ain't say nothing. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. So she like, yo, who said that? So me and my cellmate, we standing there, but it came from our area. She knew it came from our area. So boom, nothing happened. They did the count. We go back, me and the nigga, we go back in the cell. Last, like, 10 minutes later. We in the cell, nigga knock on our cell door. My cellmate nigga opens the door. I'm standing up, you know what I'm saying, on my feet. It's like 5 South Carolina, these niggas from Charleston. And then I'll never forget, shout out to the nigga Breadhead from Charleston, South Carolina. But he was one of the niggas that was with them. Breadhead and like 4 other niggas, these niggas already been in the jail. These niggas, all type of shit. These niggas come to the cell like, yo, who said that shit, fuck that bitch or whatever, So them niggas looking at me, cause I just got in the jail. So I'm like, yo, I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. I don't know who said that shit. Like, I ain't telling them like little niggas said. Like, I'm not telling them like, I'm not, what the fuck I look like saying something. If he said it, he said it. So them niggas like, yo, New York, yo, what's up? I'm like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So them niggas like, yo, you said that shit to the CO? I was like, yo, I ain't say nothing to that CO. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, this ain't gonna be happening. You just got here. I said, well, I ain't say nothing to that CO. So the nigga like, well, I'm telling you, nigga, you ain't none of that. You just got here. This is what it is, and this is going down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, alright, all right, cool. So these niggas, you know what I'm saying, they kind of like press me, you know what I mean? Mind you, I'm by myself, my cellmate, this is square nigga. He ain't gonna pop, he ain't gonna do nothing. You open the door for these cell door for these niggas. Cause you scared of these niggas. So them niggas, we have words or whatever, So them niggas turn around and leave. You know what I'm saying? They leave the cell. I'm in the house, you know what I'm saying? So boom, we going through the fucking boot camp program or whatever, So one day we go to the fucking day room. It's a day room like downstairs on the bottom tier. So, I'm coming out. I go out to the day room, so I'm chilling in the TV room and shit like that. So niggas is rapping. Them niggas is rapping and shit, but them niggas rap different. they rap like M-Ball and AG, M-Ball and 8-Ball and MJG and them niggas style. So them niggas got the little cipher going on or whatever. So I get in the little cipher, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, let me spit like that. So I'm like, no, let me say my shit. So I get in the cipher and shit. I'm rhyming, I'm spitting, but I'm rhyming like a New York nigga. Punchlines and all that, you know what I'm saying? So these niggas like, oh shit, yo, that nigga nice, yo, that nigga that, cause the Geechee, they talk Geechee in South Carolina. Yo, that boy good, that boy good right there, yo, that boy good. Yo, New York, that boy good, yo, New York. Spit that shit, New York. So I'm rapping and shit, you know what I'm saying? So the nigga Breadhead, he was one of the niggas that came to the cell like to try to press me about, you know what I mean, that nigga next door saying fuck that CO bitch. Breadhead took a liking to me. So Breadhead took a liking to me and all of that. So, you know, me and Breadhead kicking it. Yo, New York, that shit wasn't about nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we just run the house, so you know what I mean? Like, you know, we just trying to keep the shit in order. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, Breadhead, man, I ain't say none of that shit, though, to that CEO chick. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yeah, that's all right, New York. He's like, yo, New York, you good. You cool, you know what I mean? So Breadhead, another nigga named Catman, you know what I'm saying? All these niggas, that's they little clique. So all them niggas started liking me. But the one nigga that said, yo, but I'm telling you, his name, I think his name was CC. He was the one that, me and him got cool, but I know, like, that nigga flip on me, you know what I mean, any given time, you know what I mean? But CC, you know, it never came down to it. So now I'm comfortable in the fucking jail, and the little program and shit. I'm going to like phase 2. I get to like phase 2 of the program. They told me pack up, taking me to another fucking prison. Now this shit out in the woods. Now my 13 months is almost up that I'm supposed to do. So they take me to another prison. This shit ain't got no fence, but it's so far back in the woods, you don't know where you at. So now I get off the bus at this new prison. They on horses. The COs is on horses. They giving us the rundown. We get off the bus. Whoa, I'm telling y'all, this camp right here ain't got no fences. Y'all niggas so deep in the motherfucking woods. By the time y'all run off the camp and get to the highway, we'll be waiting for you, and y'all gonna be begging for us to take you back to prison. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this shit? So boom, man, let me do what I gotta do. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I went through the little program and all of that. It's time for me to get out and shit, you know what I'm saying? Being that I lived in North Carolina, they was only giving me a bus ticket back to the town where I caught the charge at, because that was by the state line. They only giving me a bus ticket back to there, and then my man's got to come and get me and take me across state lines to bring me into North Carolina. Yeah, so my mans and them came and got me and shit last. So, you know, niggas happy that I'm home. Yo, P, welcome home. Niggas bought me clothes and all of that shit. Remember I tell you the nigga that gave me the Mac 11 and all that, you know, he was there and all that. Yo, P, welcome home. Nigga bought me a pair of the Gore-Tex boots. I had to gut some of the Gore-Tex systems out. I gotta go. So, you know, niggas looked out for me. I come home and shit, right? So now I'm on parole, right? So I gotta give these niggas 5 years parole in South Carolina. But I'll check in with a parole officer in North Carolina, but South Carolina was supervising the shit. You know what I mean? So I said, yo, I gotta get my life together, man. I can't. I'm on parole. I don't want to go back to South Carolina. I violate this shit. The niggas put me back in the fucking woods some fucking where. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going along with the parole shit. So I went to the unemployment office. The parole officer said, yo, go to the unemployment office, go find you a job. I go to unemployment office, go find me a job. She gave me a job. The job only lasted like a week, temp agency shit, and I go back to the unemployment office, sit at the computer, do all of this shit all over again, you know what I'm saying, and go back to another job. So I'm telling the black lady, I said, miss, look, I can't do this shit. I need me a steady fucking job. You know, I can't. They making me work 1 week and sending me back to, the assignment is over. I can't live like this, yo. I'm gonna fuck around and go back to prison. What I do? I go back to the block, lads. You know what I'm saying? I go back to the block. I'm hustling with I told you my man in the beginning where he did the 10 years, my man T, I go back to his block. His block. He in prison now. He doing this. He got a 10-year stretch. So I go back to the block. I'm trying to get
that co-signed you being out there.
Not the niggas I was getting into with the gang niggas, with the nigga that I met from the spa in the bathroom at the high school. So I go back to that block. I'm on parole. I'm selling crack again. In between me selling crack again, I'm going to these little assignments, these little unemployment shits, you know. So I tell the lady in the unemployment office, I said, Miss, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? The job is not lasting. She said, well, look, we got a program in here. We gonna give you a one-shot deal, P. I was like, what's the one-shot deal? She said, we gonna put up the money from the unemployment office. We gonna send you to welder school, or you can go to truck driving school. You don't have to pay the school no money back. It's called like a JTPA, a job training program, some shit, where they have to give you a second chance. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, so I'm gonna take the truck driving shit. I go through the truck driving program and all of that. Mind you, I'm on parole, so I'm in truck driving school now. These recruiters is coming from trucking companies that's coming to the school, want me to come work for them. I'm on parole. I ain't supposed to leave the state, but something kept telling me, P, just cross that bridge when you get there. Don't drop out this school. So I'm telling my parole officer, I'm like, yo, I'm in truck driving school, man. Woo. The lady put me up on the program. You know, that's why I ain't got no job right now. So he was like, all right, either you going to school or you're going to have to get a job or you go back to prison. You know what I mean? So he was like, all right, I'm going to let you go to the school. He's thinking I'm going to the truck driving school and I'm going to get a local job and I'm going to be driving truck driver around the town. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling him, yo, I got a job with a trucking company, but the shit is in Omaha, Nebraska, the main terminal. They going to give me a bus ticket to go to Omaha, Nebraska and do orientation. He's like, hell no. You can't do that. You can't leave the state. You on parole. Like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm telling the parole officer, I'm like, look, man, I'm trying to change my life around, yo. They giving me a one-shot deal. I want to take this opportunity, you know what I'm saying? He's like, Pete, you can't leave. You can't do no shit like that. I'm thinking you're going to truck driving school. You're going to be driving for Pepsi Cola or some shit around here. I'm like, nah, this shit is over the road. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga was like, all right, go to school. I'm not promising you nothing, but I got to talk to my supervisor. So I'm still, when I'm going to truck driving school, I'm still on my man block. I'm going back and forth selling cracks. I got the textbook out, me making sales, carrying the book, making sales, and then I go sit in the park and read some chapters out of the book. Somebody walk up, I make a sale, go back and sit down, read some chapters out of the book. One of the crackhead niggas, he was like, yo, P, I see what you trying to do, yo, I respect that. He's like, yo, P, do that truck driving shit, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to see you out here no more, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I'm telling the crackhead nigga named Bobby. I was like, yeah, Bobby, I'm trying to get up for this shit, but I can't catch no case while I'm doing this shit. So, you know, I'm making my little sales or whatever. One day, last out of the fucking blue, the parole officer called me from where I'm paroled at in North Carolina. Let me light my shit again. So, he called me. So he was like, yo, I spoke to my supervisor. I told my supervisor what you trying to do. My supervisor said, you come down, you got to go to South Carolina because they's the main one supervising you. I just checked in with a parole officer in North Carolina. He said, you got to go to South Carolina and go down there and take a piss test. Last, I'm smoking weed, selling crack. I know my urine dirty. He tell me, go to South Carolina, you go report to them, go down there, go report to this parole officer down there. Boom. I said, all right. So my man brother, I call my man brother, my man Andy, he don't smoke weed. So I said, yo, Andy, yo, son, I fucked up right now. I might be going back to prison. He said, yo, what happened? I said, yo, I need to get some piss from you. I said, I need to get some clean piss from you. He said, all right, come to my crib. I went to his crib. I stopped at his store, bought some condoms. I bought some condoms and shit. Now, you know, the condoms is greasy. So I did all the grease, like the lubricant on the condom. I'm rubbing the shit all over my pants, trying to get the grease off. On my way, my step-pops took me to his crib before he drove me to South Carolina. I'm rubbing all the grease off the condom, and I got it all off or whatever. I go to Andy crib, to Andy piss in a cup or a bottle or whatever, piss in that, and I'm going to pour the piss in the condom. I had a safety pin, like the little metal safety pin. I put on a pair of briefs, not boxes. You know, the briefs, I don't know, well, you should know. You know, the briefs got that little pocket you can put in, you know, the drawers. So I take the fucking, I put a pair of briefs on. I take the fucking condom filled with piss. I put it in a little pocket between my legs. I got the safety pin pinned onto my drawers, and I'm all the way down from North Carolina to South Carolina. I told my step pop, turn the heat on. So he turns the heat on. I got my legs crossed. I'm trying to keep the piss warm. So I got my legs crossed all the way to South Carolina. I'm telling myself, this is my one-shot deal. If I go down here and this nigga catch me doing this shit, I'm going to prison immediately. I'm going to prison from his office. You know what I mean? So I get down there to South Carolina. I meet the parole officer down there. I'm like, yo, they told me to come down here. I got to see you. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, come up here. I got to take you up here in this bathroom. You're going to do this piss test for me. So he take me in the piss test, but it's not like a job shit, lads. It's a piss test where he got a little stick and he could tell me my results immediately. I'm thinking I'll take a piss test and they gotta call me back a couple of weeks later or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he had the little stick in the cup. He come to the bathroom with me. Now, you know, parole, it ain't like a job. A job, they give you the cup and tell you to go take a piss in the bathroom. He gotta supervise me and watch me. So I go to the urinal. With the little cup that he give me. I'm digging like I'm pulling my shit out, like my dick out. I'm digging in my drawers like I'm pulling my dick out. I take the safety pin, I pops it. Now he's standing in the doorway. He's not even watching me. He's standing with his back turned. So I'm not trying to look at him to make eye contact with him so we can look over there like, what you doing? So I just took the safety pin, I popped it, left it in there, bust a hole in the condom. I got the shit in my hand and I'm squeezing it out in the fucking in the cup that he gave me. I'm squeezing it in the cup. It's making a little piss sound. It's coming out regular and shit like that. I take the condom. Now the condom busted. The shit got a hole in it. I pushed the condom back, whatever piss I had left, I pushed it back down in my drawers. So I got piss running all in another nigga piss running all down my balls, all down my thighs. This shit. So I kind of like turn my body to like the hand the parole officer do the cup. I hands him the cup. He takes the stick. Now I'm trying to keep my body turned like a certain way, like I'm still getting my pants together, like buckling my belt. He put the stick in the fucking shit in probably about 30 seconds. He said, "Alright, you good?" Like that. He said, "This is what I'm gonna tell you to do." He said, "You're gonna call when you leave here. You call your parole officer back in North Carolina and tell him you reported to me and you took the test." So mind you, I'm still got my body kind of like turned where my pants is soaking fucking wet, but he don't see it, lass. You know what I'm saying? So he walks off with the piss. He poured it out in the sink. He just wanted to test the cup, test the piss, and threw the shit in the trash or whatever. I go back to the lobby where my step pops at. I tell him, yo, come on. Like that. He's like, oh, what? He stuttered real bad. What happened, Pete? I was like, yo, come on, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the car. Just took the drug test. Like that. So we drive back to North Carolina. I get back to my mom's crib and shit. You know what I mean? I ain't even take a shower and all of that yet. You know what I'm saying? My shit's still damp and all of that. I called the parole officer. I said, yo, I just went and did what you said. And I took the piss test like that. He said, yeah. I talked to my supervisor. My supervisor said, you good. Don't worry about nothing. He said, you're going to get some paperwork in the mail saying that your parole has been like vacated or some shit like that. He said your parole is going to get vacated. He said, yo, P, go ahead, man, have a good life. I wish you well on your truck driving shit. I was like, yo, I appreciate that, man. You know, he said, don't worry about reporting to me no more. I'm going to send you a letter in the mail. You just read that letter and you good. We good. You off parole. Last, I beat them niggas out of 5 years parole. I had just got out of prison and started going to the unemployment office with a job. Only been out of prison like 4 or 5 months. So when I was going to unemployment and she told me about the truck driving program, I took that but couldn't leave the state. But I had to wait for my supervisor, my PO, tell me I was good from his supervisor. I beat them niggas out of 5 years parole. So I only did 13 months in prison down there in South Carolina. I came home, was on parole for like 3 or 4 months. And then that's how I beat parole. So now I'm happy, Laz. Yo, Laz, I'm trying to go on my life, yo. I'm trying to, it's always something, Laz. I'm trying to go on with my life, right? So boom, I get the truck driving job. I drive out to Omaha, Nebraska. I'm saying to myself, I'm a convicted felon. I'm a Brownsville nigga. I just went through all of this bullshit. What the fuck? These white folks gave me a big ass 18-wheeler. They don't know who the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying? So I'm driving the truck, the 18-wheeler. You know, now being that I was on parole, I went to prison. Unbeknownst to me, my baby moms went and took child support out on me. You know what I mean? So I'm not beefing about it, Laz. Okay, I got a job now. I got an 18-wheeler, you know what I mean? I ain't got no problem with complying with social services. So social services called me down there. They said, yo, you got to come down here, you know what I mean? I said, yo, I don't got a problem with it. Me and my baby mom's together, not together no more. And she said, what you doing? I said, yo, I just came out of prison, but I'm driving an 18-wheeler now. I'm trying to get my shit together. But the trucking shit wasn't paying me a lot of money, Laz, because I ain't had no experience. So I was only making probably like, after, you know, I'm eating on the road, buying food. I don't know nothing really about trucking. I'm in the truck stop blowing $20, $30 in video games at the truck stops and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm fucking, by the time I get my check, I got like $300 or $400. So I'm like, hold on. I thought truck drivers make a lot of money. But, which they do. But I just had to get my experience first before I could leave this company and go to some other company and they make more money. So I'm starting to do good. I'm starting to get on my feet. Last, I went and got me an apartment. I got me an apartment and shit. You know what I mean? I bought me an Infinity J30, the little slope back ones, the one with the slope back, the old Infinity J30s. I'm doing that. I'm complying with the child support. They garnishing from my check from the trucking company. They garnishing my shit. I'm on the road. You know what I'm saying? I come home last. I go to the crib, I park the 18-wheeler at the truck stop, I go home to the crib, I'm trying to get up with my mans and them and hang out for the weekend, you know what I mean, woo. Now, before that, I'm driving the little 18-wheeler, the front part, not with the trailer, so I'm coming through the hood while I was selling the tracks on the 18-wheeler. Niggas is bugging out. P, yo, what the fuck you doing in the 18-wheeler, Latana? I'm driving the 18-wheeler now. You know what I mean? So I did all that shit. I come home one day off the road. I go to my apartment, Laz. I got a big red, yellow sticker on my door with the sheriff's department. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this shit? I go, it got a number on it. I call the phone number on the shit. Woo. It's like, yo, this is sheriff's office. I came by, lieutenant, call you. You got a warrant for your arrest. I said, I got a warrant for my arrest for what? You know what I'm saying? He said, child support. I said, what you mean child support? They got my fucking information. They garnished my wages. I see it on my pay statements. That what they took out. They taking $96 out a week out of my paycheck. I'm in compliance. What you talking about? It was like, well, you got to go down there. I just came to put the sticker on your door and let you know we came by the crib. My baby mom's so mad at me last because she know me. She had this thing in her mind like, all right, we ain't together no more. You driving an 18-wheeler now. You making money. I want more money. So they sent the letter to the crib. I'm on the road, Laz. I don't know nothing about no letter. They sent a letter to the crib saying I gotta come for a fucking adjustment, some kind of adjustment. They wanted more money. She keep putting pressure on the caseworker with the child support, saying she want more money. Now they had to send a letter to my house to make an adjustment on my payments. I goes to fucking court, and you know, I go in front of the judge and all that. They doing me dirty. The caseworker telling me, Yana, he's driving the 18-wheeler. The baby mom, she wants more money. The judge raises my child support probably like another $150, $200. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, yo, like, boom, all right, boom. I gotta make adjustments now. I can't keep playing these video games in this truck stop, eating Burger King every day and all this other shit. I gotta go to Walmart now and buy meat. I'm buying turkey, bread, meat. I'm surviving in the truck. You know what I'm saying? Boom. About 3 months later, Laz, I swear to God, I come home off the road. I got another letter on my door, another sticker, a yellow red sticker on my apartment door. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Call the number again, same shit. Yo, you gotta go back to court. Goes back to the fucking court. They said, yo, we gotta make another adjustment. And all that. I said, yo, I just did an adjustment. Like, what y'all trying to do? I don't make a lot of money. This is my first year driving a truck. I don't have no experience. I'm trying to. My checks is like $400-500 a week. Y'all thinking I'm making a whole? I don't make a lot of money. You know what I mean? Well, we got to make another adjustment. When your baby moms came down here again, raise my shit again, lads. All right. They repossessed my Infinity. I can't afford it no more, lads. They repossessed it, you know what I'm saying? They took my car back, so I only got my crib now. So I'm getting stressed, lads, you know what I'm saying? I'm young, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, by this time, I'm like 23, 24, which I ain't making no excuses for a man, but, you know, I got on some suicide shit, you know what I'm saying? I was depressed, I was stressed, I had a nervous breakdown, you know what I'm saying? So I called my baby mom's crib one day. I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee at the truck stop. No matter what we going through, I still want to talk to my daughter, you know what I'm saying? I called her from the truck stop. Said, yo, she telling me, yo, she got a new boyfriend with her. I don't care, lass. He taking care of your daughter, and we were doing more than your daughter than you for doing. I'm like, yo, but I'm paying child support. You keep going back to child support, fucking getting more increases, and I don't care about that. But can you put my daughter on the phone, please, man? No, you got some money? You gonna send us some money? I'm like, yo, you getting the child support money? I don't have no money to send you. She bangs the phone on me, hang up the phone on me. Laz, I lost it. You hear me? Mm. I jumps back in the 18-wheeler at the truck stop. I takes the 18-wheeler, it's like a 4-lane highway. So when I pull out the truck stop, I'm supposed to make a right. Because there's a one-way and then across the grass, and then there's 2 more lanes, the other shit going the other way. I gunned it. I took the fucking 18-wheeler and I just gunned it and blew across all 4 lanes. I didn't see the nigga. It was the police getting gas at the gas station, putting gas in the car. He seen me blow out the truck stop and make the left and come to head-on traffic. I'm crying, lads, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, fuck that. They keep taking my shit. I keep losing shit. They just took my car. They want to put me in jail and whoa, I can't take this shit no more. I drive the 18-wheeler, so the cop immediately, I seen him close the gas tank on his door, hop in the car, do the spin around and come behind me. I get on I-40 in Knoxville, Tennessee on the get-on ramp, but it's the get-off ramp, where the car's getting off the interstate coming down the ramp. I take the 18-wheeler and go up the ramp, the head-on traffic. So I get on the interstate and get all the way in the far left lane, and I'm driving, of course, head-on traffic. So now every exit I'm getting on, it's more state troopers getting on the ramps. So I got like 10, 15 state troopers behind me. So I'm in the truck crying and shit. They trying to come up on the right side where the trailer wheels is at, on the 18-wheeler, like the trailer, the axles of the trailer. So I'm swinging the 18-wheeler, trying to get them from getting upside my door. So they come and trying to get on the left, and then when I slurred to the left to block them, another one come on the right. I swerve over to block him. So they must have called the head and then shut the interstate down. So I'm wondering why I'm driving, crying, why no more cars coming my way. So ain't no more cars coming on my way. I hear I got the CB on, like the truck driver CB. So I got that shit on, and I hear other truck drivers going the other way, like, yo, driver, the police behind you, they trying to stop you. No, I turn that shit off. I'm crying, driving 18-wheel. Fuck that. Y'all just gonna have to kill me today. Y'all took everything from me. I try to get a job, I come out of prison, get my life together. I get my own apartment, I get my car, y'all keep putting sheriff notices on my door. Y'all wanna take everything, just kill me, man. Just kill me. We came to an overpass. Like, you know, if you're on the interstate and you got another highway raised above, it'd be an overpass of other cars going the other way. They had the fucking like 6 state troopers lined up under that overpass. They had them lined up under it. So it's like crunch time. Either I'm gonna bust through the fucking state troopers' cars or I'm gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? So I got like 15 state troopers on me, on the back of me, down the back of me. I'm coming up to this underpass shit. They got it blocked off with the shotguns over the hood, over the roof, over the roof of the fucking state trooper car, they got the shotgun. So boom, I made it up to there. So I'm like, damn, I'm finished. I'm going back to prison or whatever, you know what I mean? So I stopped probably like, I'm on the interstate. I'm gonna just say a block, cause I don't know how. Like it's probably like about a quarter of a mile in front of all the state trooper cars. Like that, I stop. I get up out the driver's seat. Now the state troopers behind me, they all surrounded the truck. They got shotguns out, all big ass kind of rifles and shit like that. So what I did was, in my 18-wheeler, I got curtains in here. Like when I park for the night, I could just close the curtains and to be in the back and shit for my privacy. So what I did was I kept my doors locked. They banging on the door, shit. Get out the car, get out the truck, get out. So I jump out the driver's seat, sit back there in the back in the bunk of my bed, close the curtains. I'm sitting there crying and shit, you know what I'm saying? So they bothering us, so I'm screaming now. Y'all just gonna have to come in here and kill me. So it's a standoff. So I'm like, y'all niggas just gonna have to come in here and kill me. Kill me. Y'all wanna take everything from me? Kill me. Kill me. Like that. So I open the curtains up, lads. I come and sit in the driver's seat. I sit in the driver's seat. So now I'm sitting in the driver's seat. One of the state troopers got up on the step on the side of the 18-wheeler. He got the fucking gun in my face like that. Open the door. Open the fucking door. Like that, you know what I'm saying? So I got another state trooper on the passenger side. He got a shotgun through the window. And he's standing there, open that fucking door. Open that fucking door. Like that, you know what I mean? So he did the one on the driver's passenger side. He did something like, I thought he was like trying to get in the door. So when I turned my head left, the state trooper that was on my driver's side, he bust the window and bust the glass all in my face and busted on the back of my neck, because I had my face turned. It didn't get my face, it got the back of my neck and shit and busted my neck open like I had a big ass gash from the glass and shit. He snatched me through the window. He didn't even open the door. Now, you know, the tractor trailers sit up high and like from regular cars. That big white man grabbed me through the window and ripped me out the fucking window and pulled me out and slammed me on the highway in just the middle of the interstate. They come running around, they beating the shit out of me. So, when I was telling them, when I was yelling in the truck, before they broke the window, I said, y'all gonna have to kill me today. Y'all gonna have to kill me today. So when they finally got me out the truck and snatched me through the window and beating the shit out of me with sticks and all that shit, and I'm saying, I'm yelling now, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. So the big cracker like, you said to kill you, right? The big, you know, Tennessee big crackers. You know what I'm saying? No, we gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling them, nah, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. So, right? They put me in the fucking state trooper car, right? So, you know, I'm tight. I got my eyes is watering and all that. So one of the state troopers come over there with a flashlight and put it in the back, like to the back window, and the state troopers in the back window of the state trooper car where I'm sitting there. So I hear him, cause you know what I'm saying, telling the other state trooper, yeah, he's high, he's on drugs. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't on no drugs, lads. You know what I'm saying? My eyes was just red. You know, I was crying and wilding out. You know what I'm saying? So I hear him tell you he's on drugs. You know what I mean? So boom, they take me to the fucking county jail. I was in KCDC, Knoxville County Detention Center. This is Knoxville, Tennessee. So they put me in the cell and took all my clothes and gave me a paper gown, put me on suicide watch. This like a little thin little fucking gown, a little paper shit, like thin like tissue. They said take all your clothes off and all that. Gave me the fucking gown. I put the gown on. I'm in the cell now. You know what I'm saying? It's cold as a motherfucker. So I'm in the county jail the first night. I'm in there, so I'm taking little tissue paper and I'm trying to plug the little holes up in the vent where the cold air's coming in at. I'm taking tissue, plugging that shit up. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it's freezing in here. I'm like, God damn. I said, my truck driving career is over. I said, it's over with. I'm finished. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they're going to do to me, I don't know if I'm going to prison down here in Tennessee or they're going to sit. Well, I'm off parole in South Carolina, so I ain't worried about that. I got a whole nother situation now right here in Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. The next day, a fucking doctor came. The doctor came to my cell and she said, the black lady, she was like, yo, I'm such and such psych evaluator or something like that. I hear her say they picked you up last night. You want to come to psych evaluator because they put you on suicide watch. So I'm like, yeah, I'm telling her, yo, listen, miss, I'm talking to you as a black man to another black woman. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm going through a lot right now. You know what I'm saying? My baby mom, I explained the situation with my child support. I was trying to get my life together, and they taking everything from me. You know what I'm saying? And my baby moms keep pushing the issue, and they keep taking more money from me that I don't have. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, yeah, but being that they put you on suicide watch, you gotta take this medicine. I said, what's that? She had a little cup with 2 pills in it. I said, miss, I'm not crazy. I'm not, I had a nervous breakdown. I was on the phone with my baby mom. She wouldn't let me talk to my daughter and hung up the phone on me. She said, but still, you under psych watch. I gotta watch you take this medicine. She said, she said, take this medicine. When I talked to the head doctor, she said the head doctor will be here in like a couple of days or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I talked to him and I explained the situation to him and tell him like, yo, you was going through some personal issues. You don't have a mental problem. She said, but right now you got to take this medicine. I got the sign on this chart that you took your medicine. I take the fucking cup. You know what I'm saying? Get water out of the little sink to sell. I take the fucking 2 pills, put it in my mouth, and I kind of like put it under my tongue. She didn't do the let me see your tongue and all that. You know what I mean? I tell her that. I said she thought I swallowed it. I threw the cup down. She was like, all right, cool. Remember, you got to stay a couple of days, and then I talk to the doctor, the head doctor for you. She leaves the cell. Yo, lads, it's like I'm in there like 20 days now. No fucking doctor never came back and said she's coming, keep bringing me pills. Like every 5 or 6 days maybe, bringing me mad pills. I'm like, yo, miss, I just told you. I told you this like 20 days ago. I'm not crazy. Why you keep giving me these pills? But I'm spitting the pills out in the toilet. I never swallowed the pills. You know what I'm saying? So I wound up staying in the county jail in the crazy house for 26 days. But the 25th day she came. On the 25th day, she came and said, I talked to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? I talked to the doctor, I told the doctor your situation, you know what I mean? Shit like that, you know what I mean? I told him that you had a mental breakdown. I told him about the child support shit and all of that. You just had a mental breakdown. You young, you going through a lot. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah. She said, they're going to release you tomorrow. I said, they're going to release me where? Like, population said, no, they're going to release you out of the county jail. You can go home, but we can't buy you a bus ticket back to North Carolina. We can only get you a bus ticket to the Tennessee state line, and then somebody will have to come and get you from the North Carolina line. You know what I'm saying? So that next morning, they gave me my clothes back and everything and released me and shit like that, you know what I mean? So I called my job, the trucking company that I was working for, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I talked to the dispatcher, like one of the dispatchers, and I told her, like, yo, I had a nervous breakdown, I'm sorry, I misrepresented the company, you know what I'm saying? But they released me, so I'm gonna come back to work and shit. Like, she's like, She was like, they said you can't come back for this company no more. You took the 18-wheeler and you had a high-speed chase with the police. Like, we can't hire you back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, cool. I get home, you know what I mean? That's why I said my mom's is so thorough, yo. My mom's is thorough. I love my mom's, yo. My moms knew what I was going through with all the child support. My moms was, you know what I mean? But ain't nothing my moms can do. Which moms, they just go to court so they don't give you no warrant and you lose your trucking job and all that. Just keep going to court. Just pay it. It's going to get greater later. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? I got your back. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? You need some help with the child, I help you pay it. Which I ain't want my mom's helping me. I was trying to do it myself, but they keep increasing it because she keep running, my baby mom keep running down there, putting their foot on her, putting her foot on their neck. They putting their foot on my neck. So my mom's, when I got out the fucking crazy house, I go back to North Carolina, I walk in the door at my mom's crib, you know what I mean? My mom's like, look, sit down, my mom keeping it 100 with me. My mom like, sit down, let me talk to you. She said, let me tell you something. Don't you ever do that shit like that again. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Don't you ever, I don't give a fuck what you going through. Don't you ever try to kill yourself about no motherfucking child support. I don't fuck that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You go find you another little job around here and woo, but fuck that bitch. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm not helping that bitch. I know, you know what I'm saying? She's like, but fuck that shit. Don't you ever try no shit like that again. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, Ma, I know. I said, Ma, I just had a nervous breakdown. My mom's like, yeah, I know. I know. You know what I'm saying? She said, I know. You know what I'm saying? So boom. I fucking, I wound up getting a little temporary job. You know what I'm saying? So I got a little temporary job and shit. But it was like one of them daily pay. They was only paying me like $40 a day. Then they charge $5 to ride the van. They take it out of your pay every day. So I'm only making like $35 a day. But the little temp agency shit, it was way across town. Like in North Carolina, the bus stopped running at a certain time. So I had to be on the other side of town where that temp agency was at. You know what I'm saying? To get in line, to get an assignment, get a job for the day. So I knew the bus ain't run over by my mom's crib. So I had to do what I had to do, lads. I was like, kind of like in survival mode. So I would go to the little temp agency, the little daily workplace. I would leave there, get off of work at 6 o'clock. It was a Greyhound bus station, like up the block from it. So I would walk around all day, dirty clothes, you know what I mean, all shit. I was like fucking homeless. I ain't want to go. I couldn't go to my mom's crib, stay to my mom's crib and make the job. It wouldn't have worked out for me like that. So I just go to the tent place, walk around all day, wait till it get dark, and then go to the Greyhound bus station. Now the Greyhound bus stations, they wasn't using all of their buses. Some buses was just parked there. I would break in the Greyhound buses. I would break in the buses and go all the way to the last seat in the back. Like, you know, the Greyhound buses, that last seat got the long row. You know what I'm saying? So I would go break in the Greyhound buses at the bus station, go down there and sleep in the last seat. But I had a cell phone, you know what I'm saying? I had a cell phone, and you know, the little daily place was, the tent place was helping me keep my little cell phone. So I called to New York, and I was calling Millie Mo. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Millie, son, I'm fucked up, son. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, what's up? I heard you down there driving 18-wheelers. I said, nah, son, I wilded out. I got into a high-speed chase with the fucking police, and boom. He was like, what? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, where the fuck you at? I said, son, I'm in the Greyhound bus. I got broke in the bus. This is where I'm sleeping at every day, because it's up the street from the temp agency. So he was like, nah, son, you can't go out like that, son. What the fuck is you doing? I said, son, this the only thing keeping my phone on. You know what I'm saying? I can't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no clothes. Like, I look filthy, son. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yo, get a fucking bus ticket. You know what I'm saying? So I said, all right, let me just finish this week out at the temp agency. So I kept going to the temp agency the rest of that week. I got me a bus ticket. I called him back. Yo, son, I got a bus ticket. I'm coming back to New York, son. You know what I'm saying? He was like, all right, get on a bus and come back to Brownsville. I got a position for you. You know what I'm saying? I go back. I get back to New York. I get back to New York last, and I got with my cousin. He had a lane. You know, he gave me a little lane, and I started getting money, and I ain't looked back ever since until 2000. I left New York again, and this shit with the truck driving shit, this happened like in 2002. Now, this is like 2000, probably like end of 2002, coming 2003. I went back to Brownsville and started fucking with my cousin Millie Mo, and he gave me a little lane, looked out for me and shit, got me clothes and all that shit, and I was in Brownsville from 2003 till 2006. But in 2005, I had well, I already did it now. I come back to New York, and I'm running around with, you know, Millie Mo looking out for me. I'm doing my thing, you know what I mean? I got the lane, I'm in the Ville, I'm getting a little bit of paper, and this nigga did some dumb shit. Some other nigga did some dumb shit and pulled out like a ninja sword on me. Cause, you know, this is crackhead. She kept calling me to the Ville, or I was walking back and forth from up the hill down to Brownsville. She was like, yo, I need 10, like 10 dimes. So I'm getting up like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting up 3 o'clock in the morning. The time I get to her crib, she was like, yo, I went and seen such and such came, and he came and gave me 10 dimes. So I said, yo, don't do that. Don't call me down here waking me up about my sleep, and I get here, you tell me you went to one of these other niggas. So she had did that last like 2 or 3 times, just like 2005. I went down there, she did it again. 3 o'clock in the morning, I get up out my sleep, go down there, walk through Howard Projects from Pacific Street with my uncle. I was staying with my uncle. I walk from Pacific Street, walk down past Howard, and come straight up Mother Gaston and turn up in Van Dyke. I get to her crib again. Yo, I seen such and such came through, I got it from him. So I said, yo, I told you to stop doing it. I'm taking a risk, carrying this work, coming down here to Lulu. So I was tight, Val. I just hit her, punched in the face. Boom! I punched her in the face and shit. She's screaming, she's screaming, calling for her husband. But her husband and them didn't hear her. She had mad crackheads up in her house. She was just collecting money from them and calling me in. But, then if I took too long, she'd call somebody else. But when I got there, I ain't get to make my sale.
This is part 4 to the series Peter Pan Surviving North Carolina. So if you ain't see part 1, 2, and 3, make sure you go to that Peter Pan playlist and watch all 4 parts of the series, because they fire. You heard? Shout out to the whole NC. Shout out to the whole Brownsville, Brooklyn, Riverdale Towers. You feel me? 11212 gang. Comment gang, I need y'all to destroy this. Slim Blunt gang, I need y'all to rep that Slim Blunt gang in the comments. Gen Pop, we in the building. We running these YouTube streets. You already know we got work on all corners. That Gen Pop stamp is on all corners. That's a fact. Email me if you got a crazy story that you feel like the world needs to hear. You're Z-Boy.
You gave my PIN number to one of these niggas in here, and I can't make my phone call. Ain't nobody making no phone call like that. So the CO nigga yells out, "Yo, 46 still holding up the phone," and woo. So the blood niggas start screaming, "Hey, yo, 46 bail." That's what they was saying. I guess they was using B word. But anyway, "Hey, yo, 46 bail. You better let that fucking phone go." Woo. So different niggas hollering up, "Hey, yo, 46 bail, you fool, nigga. You fool, nigga." Alright, yeah. So, after I snuffed her and shit, the fiend and shit, she had went in the house. The next day, I came outside over there by Van Dyke, over there by they call it a little red store. I come out there by the red store, this like in the evening. So I'm standing in front of the red store, I'm chilling out and shit. I see her coming across the street, walking towards me, and she got her son-in-law with her. So they coming across the street to me while I'm at the red store. So she get to the middle of the street and pull out a fucking kitchen knife. She put out a kitchen knife, he pull out like a ninja sword. So they will pull out weapons and shit like that. So I ain't running or nothing. So I'm kind of like walking real fast, like walking away from them and shit. They start following me. So I went over, to my man crib on the south side. I chilled over there with him for a couple of hours. It got late that night. I get up. Late that night, after that night, I went home. I come out early the next morning. I'm staying at my uncle's house on Herkimer Street. So I come from down Herkimer Street and coming back to the projects early in the morning. So this is like 8 o'clock in the morning. I come down to the projects. I get the Van Dyke. I get over there by the building where they live at, because I hang over there. So soon as I get to the block and I get to the projects, guess who coming out the building? The son-in-law. So the son-in-law coming out the building. He come out the building, make the left, and go to walk down Powell Street, and I figure he probably walked to the train station on the number 3 train to Junior Street. So I walk up through the projects. I stay in the projects. He's on the outside of the street. I get to the train station first. And go up the steps and go up to the platform, and then I stand at the top of the steps. By that time, he's coming down. He's at the bottom of the steps. As he approaching like the bottom of the steps, I start walking down towards him. I'm walking down the steps towards him and shit. And he's standing there, he see me. I say, "Yo, you pulled out a ninja sword on me yesterday. I told you I was gonna see you about that shit." So as he's standing there, he never moved, never flinched or nothing. I pulled out the little knife I had and I stabbed him in the head. So when I stabbed him in the head, he just like let out like a screech, like a ah, and he just collapsed on the ground. If I remember correctly, I probably like kicked him like 1 or 2 times. Then I walked back across the street. When I walked across the street and walked to the first building, like not the first building, like the second building on the south side, right across from Junior Street train station. And I went up to my man crib. I told my man what happened and all that shit. So we sitting up there, we chilling out, doing our regular routine shit every morning. We, smoke a little trees and all that shit before I hit the block and get out on my grind. A whole fucking month go by, last. I ain't thinking nothing of it. So a whole month go by. by, me and, like I asked you before, if you knew my man Seville from Van Dyke, me and Seville standing in the back of 414 on Southern Avenue in Southern Powell. We drinking a little bottle of Hennessy. I had a little bottle of Hennessy, me and him sharing it. So the next thing you know, the D's come down a little walkway and they make the left over to where me and him standing there drinking the Hennessy at. I'm not thinking nothing of it. A whole month had done went by since the situation with this dude. You know what I'm saying? So the D come over there, and I tell Seville, I said, yo, oh shit, police coming over here. So I went to go grab the Henny bottle and try to like cuff it, like put it, try to like hide it and shit. So the D walked up, the black dude, he walked up and was like, nah, I ain't even worried about the Hennessy, you know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about that like that. So he pointed at me. He was like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, let me ask you something. I said, what? He said, who you got beef with out here? I said, I ain't got, so I pointed at Seville. I said, yo, you see who I'm hanging with? I hang with grown men. I don't hang with I ain't got no beef with nobody. That beef shit like for young niggas, you know what I'm saying? Now, all the fiends in the neighborhood, they know me as black. They don't know me as Peter Pan. I don't tell them that. I tell them everybody call me black. You know what I'm saying? So after he asked me who I got beef with, I said, I ain't got beef with nobody like that. So he said, what's your name? I said, my name Black, like that. So he immediately said, turn around, put your hands behind your back. So I turned around, put my hands around on my back and shit. They arrest me, take me to the 73rd precinct. They take me to the 73rd precinct. He strip searching me. Like, they never tell me like what my real charges is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm asking them like, you strip searching, what my charges is, like that. So what I found out, the fiend told him I had hit her because she wouldn't buy crack from me. So he was looking to catch some crack on me. You know, that's why he was stripping me before he tell me what he was arresting me for. So he finally so when he seen I ain't had nothing, he told me what my charges was, and he was like, oh, all right. So I told him right there, I said, yeah, you know what I mean? Do one knife on me, and I stabbed him. I said, yeah, that's what happened. Boom. They processed me, take me to the bookings and all that. I wound up going to Rikers Island. You know what I'm saying? Now, me being down south all that time, like for all of the years and shit, you know, I ain't never really had no charges in New York where I ever had to go to the island. I never got, you know what I'm saying, not for nothing in my past in New York. So when I get to Rikers Island, and shit, they process me and all of that shit. I get up to the house, my man Demo's in the house. He's from 362 from Southern Mother Gaston, from the first building in Van Dyke. He in the house. I chill with him. We in the house chilling and all that. I'm good, you know what I'm saying? 2 weeks later, after I'm in the house with them, they tell me to pack up. So they tell me pack my shit up. I pack my shit up, so I'm like, where I'm going? They said, you made bail, like that. I can't figure out in a million years who bailed me out. So what I come to find out is, you know, my cousin Vic and doing them, you know what I'm saying? They sister bailed me out. I didn't know nothing about it. I never called her or nothing like that. So she must have found out I was in jail and she bailed me out. Nicole bailed me out. So Nicole bailed me out and shit, you know what I mean? So now I go back to the block and shit, you know, so now I get to fight the case on the street, you know what I'm saying? So I go back out, I get out and shit, I'm back on the block, I'm doing my little thing, selling my little cracks again. So in between all that, I'm going back and forth to court, lads. I'm going back and forth to court and shit. I finally cop out. They said they gonna give me a year because my record wasn't like that in New York. All my shit was down south. So they told me, you're going to cop out to a year, suspended 6 months. I'll probably get like 6 months probation. You know what I'm saying? So I said, all right, cool. I took that. So in the process of taking that, they kept giving me court dates to come back in court. So like the last time they gave me the court date, I'm thinking I'm going to turn myself in. So what I did was, shout out to my man, John Diggs, too, from Van Dyke. You know what I'm saying? John Diggs, the court date that I had, I'm thinking they're going to keep me. So me and John Diggs got me. I said, yo, son, I need to get some work. I need to get some food and shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm going to turn myself in today, this morning. He's like, word, this morning. I said, yeah, I got another court date. I think they're going to keep me like that. You know what I'm saying? So I can start my bid on Rikers Island. So, me and him go to Langston Hughes. We go to the middle bit of Langston Hughes. We go up to some crib he took me to. I bought like 2 bundles of boy. I bought me 2 bundles of boy. I got some trees and I had got some mastics. Got some mastics and I tore the matchsticks up into little pieces where I had a little red part, you know what I'm saying? So I put all that shit in the balloon. Now, I never caught a drug charge in Van Dyke because I know how to do this little trick where I could swallow, I could do like a quarter ounce, like 7 grams. I could swallow it and hold it in my throat, you know what I'm saying? I could still talk with it. That's why I never caught a drug case in the projects. They would run up on me but never find nothing. But they would be structure me hard, like they know they seen me serve somebody, but they can't find my pack. My pack is in my throat, lass. You know what I'm saying? So I did take me to do that. I did all of that. After I did all that, I went to either Belmont or Pickens Avenue. I started buying mad cosmetic shit. So I buy mad cosmetic shits, lotions, Jergens, deodorant, and all of that shit. So after I left him, I got my bag. I get on the train. I go to the court for the court date. So I go to the court date. I get in front of the judge or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm like probably like a 4th or 5th person that they call in front of the judge. I go in front of the judge. The judge give me another court date to come back to court. So I got my bag with me and shit. Now I ain't never been to Rikers Island to do a bid. I only did 2 weeks before Nicole bailed me out. I never been to Rikers Island in my life before that. So now I go to the court date. The judge tell me, we're gonna give you come back to court for sentencing. So I told the judge, I said, look, I got all my cosmetics right here. I said, I got my bag and everything. I'm ready to go today. I said, the more y'all keep putting my court date off, the more the more y'all keep putting off my court date, the longer it's gonna take me to lose 6 months on Rikers Island. I said, I got my cosmetics. I'm ready to go today, like that. You know what I mean? So the judge told me to go sit down in the back of the courtroom. So what had happened was they did all the cases that whole day, and they called me back up in front of the judge when everybody else had left. So he said, yo, this is what you want to do? You know, I said, yeah, I want to turn myself in today because it's prolonging me from getting out doing the bid on Rikers Island. It's prolonging me, lass. So they kept me and all of that, but they wound up, I don't know if it was from the bookings or, I mean, not the bookings, it was from, the bookings. I don't know if it was from the bookings or I don't remember when I got to Rikers Island. But all the cosmetics, the lotions, the soap that I brought to take with me, they took it and said, I can't take that. I had to get maybe like Rikers Island shit or order something off the comment, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I had name brand shit. I had deodorant name brand shit. You know what I'm saying? So, they wound up taking all of that shit. Now, mind you, I still got the balloon. I got 2 bundles of boy, you know what I'm saying, in the balloon. I got trees and I got the matchsticks. So I got on that. I made it all in that. I made it in Rikers Island with all of that. So they took me to a sentencing house. I guess it's a 6th building. They took me to the 6th building. I get in the 6th building. I first walk in the house or whatever, you know, I'm assessing the situation, see how I work, because that's what I was told to do. Sit on the bed, don't unpack nothing, and just look around and see, you know what I mean, see what's going on. So I did all of that, you know what I'm saying. That day went by when I got to the island, so cool. I get up the next morning, you know, I'm sitting on the bed, I see everybody moving around. They leaving the house. People walking around, like leaving outside, walking past the guard bubble, and they was walking down the hallway and shit. So I'm like, where everybody going and shit like that? So boom. I still ain't got nothing. I ain't got no cosmetics or nothing. So I see a group of dudes in the back. I realized they were some blood dudes. So they had all their beds in the back, probably like 8 or 9 of them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, I got to get some cosmetics. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucked up. So what I did was I wound up walking to the back where they was at. You know what I'm saying? And I asked one of them. I said, yo, my man, can I holler at you for a minute? He was like, yeah, yo, what's up? Like that. I said, look, I just turned myself in. I just got here. Y'all see, I just got here yesterday. I said, yo, I ain't really got no cosmetics, nothing like that. I'm fucked up. They took all of my shit and said I can't bring those kind of Jergens. The whatever I had, they said I couldn't have it like that. You know what I mean? I told him, I said, yo, I'm fucked up. I said, listen, I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? I told him my situation. I got some wood and I got some trees like that. He was like, you got trees? You got trees right now? I said, yeah, I got some trees. I'm willing to change that. I'm willing to, because I ain't want to get high in there, lads. You know what I'm saying? That's my first time Rikers Island. I don't want to be high. You know what I'm saying? Something happened, you know, if I got to get busy or something, I'm all off point. So I said, listen, give me some cosmetics. Do y'all have tobacco? You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, we got tobacco and shit like that. I said, give me some cosmetics and give me some tobacco, and y'all can take the weed. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, oh shit. He was like, all right. He went back to the back and told them niggas, I see them niggas kind of getting a little hype or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Boom. He came and gave me the shit. I gave him the trees and all of that. Boom. I'm chilling now. I'm sitting on my bed and all that, you know, put my little shit up. You know what I'm saying? Then the blood dude came back over there. He was like, yo, you said you got boy? Like that. I said, yeah, I got boy. He said, yo, you trying to get rid of it? I said, yeah, I'm trying to get rid of it. I'm trying to, you know, just in case I need. Because last, the stipulations was when the old girl, when I hit old girl and stabbed old boy, they put it in my sentences. I had to pay restitution. So anytime somebody send me money on Rikers Island gonna take the money. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't get nobody to send me no money. So everything I had as far as like the boy, I had to rinse it and get everything that I needed because I'd be in there for 6 months. The blood dude told me follow him to the job program. We walked like down to the hallway out the house, and we walked like down to the hallway. I think it was like a gymnasium. We get like to the gymnasium. He's walking around. I'm standing there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know the gymnasium, that's where you get your jobs at. Like if you want to work in the kitchen or, you know, whatever kind of job you want to do, that's where you go get it at. So that's where I went with him at. I went with him there. He came back over there to me while I was standing there. I was like, yo, the dude that he was looking for is not in there. He must didn't come there today or whatever. So he said, I'm going to go back to the house. What you going to do? I said, nah, I'm going to chill here and see what kind of jobs they got. This is why I can get me a little job or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I stayed in a little, I'm asking about the job, what they got open, like the kitchen or the porter or anything, you know what I'm saying? So they said they ain't have nothing, you know what I mean? So I said, all right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back to the house. You know what I'm saying? Last, I played myself. I took this work that I had in my throat. I just put it up because I'm thinking I'm in there doing my bit now. I'm good now. I put the shit in my sock, last. I put the balloon with the boy and the matches, you know what I'm saying? And the tobacco I had left in the house. But the boy that I had left and the matchsticks, I put that in my sock and I go back. I'm walking back down the hallway to the house. I get to the house, last. The CO nigga that I guess he worked in the bubble or whatever, he said, you come here, like that. So I go over there, I'm like, what's going on? He said, why you come back so fast? I said, nah, I went down to the job program. I get down there to the job program, I stay a little while. They ain't have no type of job that I like, you know what I'm saying, or the job that I wanted, so I come back to the house. He said, nah, get up against the wall. He told me get up against the wall. He pat me down, pat my waist down and all of that shit, and went down to my ankle. He went down to my ankle, last, and found the big ass fucking balloon with all the fucking boy in it and the fucking matchsticks. So when he did that, he busted open and all of it fell on the floor and shit. So I'm looking down as he got his hand on my back. I'm looking down at him. He start flipping. Turn your head, put your head to that fucking wall. Y'all smash your fucking face in that wall if you look again. You know what I'm saying? So boom, they got me and shit. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like looked over in the house because it was like the entrance back to the house. I see all the blood niggas. Then they shaking their head like, damn, Brownsville. You know what I'm saying? So boom. They told me, it was like only probably about like 10 minutes or whatever. I went in the house and sat on my bed and shit. They called me right back out. They called me right back out and took me to like down the same hallway where I went to go get the fucking to go look for the job and shit. And it was like a door. I didn't know it was an office, but it was like when you open the door, it's a nice office in there. I think that was like the captain office. So they take me in there. I go in there. I'm sitting down under the captain asking me, yo, where you get all of this shit from? Like that. And I told him, I said, yo, I came in with it. I just got sentenced yesterday. I came in with it like that. He's like, nah, you didn't come in with it. Where did you go? He said, you got it from somebody at that job program and you went back to the house and my officer stopped you like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, I came in with it. I got sentenced yesterday. I just got here yesterday and I brought it in with me like that. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, he didn't believe me for a little while, then he wound up believing me. You know what I'm saying? So boom. So now I don't, just like my first time at Rikers Island, I don't know nothing about a new charge. They telling me I gotta go to some kind of Rikers Island hearing. You know what I'm saying? I go to the little Rikers Island hearing and they gave me like 400 something days in the box. You know what I'm saying? So that was my punishment, you know, for getting caught. Now they taking me out the house. They took me to another part of Rikers Island, put me like a holding area, like with some other dudes. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, they took me to I don't know if you might know more about Rikers Island than me. I think it was OBCC. They got a box, right?
Yeah, the pound.
The pound. Okay, that's it. It looked like a dorm, but it got all cells, but you still got the tape. You could tell it was used to be a fucking like a dorm, like. But they don't use that for that. It's not no dorm. It's like the box. So you know what I'm saying. So they took me over there. So I stood in there. So next thing you know, I come in the house like. So I'm handcuffed with a couple of other people. I didn't know the dude was in front of me was a blood. So when you walk in the house, I guess they call it dog pound, like you said. You walk in the house, everybody's on their gate, like who that? So I heard the dude in front of me, like never who that. This is the homie. Ooh. He say his little shit, and they know it's one of their homies that's coming in there. You know what I'm saying? So I go, my turn to go. They take me in there. Hey, yo, who that? I don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? I go straight up to the cell. They put me in cell 46. I go upstairs to the right. As soon as I get in, I go in cell 46. Boom. About like a month and a half go by. About 5 o'clock in the morning, they call me, tell me, yo, get up. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to court. I'm like, I'm going to court. Where? What court? I already went to my hearing. They gave me like 400 something days in a box. Like that. You know what I'm saying? They say, nah, you got to go to street court. So they wound up taking me off Rikers Island and taking me to the Bronx, lads. They took me to the Bronx. I go to the Bronx and they take me in front of the judge, you know. They're like, you know, a lot of people, other people going to court too. So when I get in front of the judge and shit, the judge gave me time served, you know what I mean? So judge gave me time served for that, what they caught me with. I go back to Rikers Island. They take me back to 46 cell and back to the, like you said, the dog pound. They take me to the dog pound. I'm in the dog pound. There's like 3 months going by. You know what I'm saying? So this 3 months going, I'm fucking bugging out because every day the blood niggas is like, I guess they do their shit. Peace on my head, peace blood. So they go from cell to cell all the way around the whole fucking dorm. And everybody say they shit. You know what I mean? So I'm in there like 3 months. I'm bugging the fuck out. Like it's just mad noisy all day. You know what I mean? So I'm just bugging the fuck out. So one day they started getting these dudes. They call it Suicide Prevention Associate. They're like an SPA. You heard of them?
Yeah.
So they got one of them dudes to come into the dog pound. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I know he supposed to like prevent suicide and shit like that. So he's running all around the fucking up and down the tiers and shit. You know what I mean? Like the blood niggas is. He passing kites for them, doing all kind of shit for them, you know what I mean? So they running him raggedy, you know what I mean? Threatening him and all of that, you know what I mean? Because I guess, you know, the Bloods, you know, they have so much power, like, they know what house he came from, so if he don't do what they say, they'll send a kite somewhere and get his ass touched, you know what I'm saying? So, being that I'm not blood, but I need certain things from him. So I'm listening to certain blood niggas call him, and when, you know, he don't do what they want, they tell him, hey, yo, SPA, they might say, yo, SPA, hey, yo, SPA, you want to violate me, SPA, you know if I be in population, my gun go off. Or so they were saying little shit like that to him, you know what I mean? That he'll run to their cell or whatever and give them what they want or whatever. So earlier that day, the same day, the CO came past my cell, you know what I'm saying? So CO come past my cell. I asked him, I'm in there 3 months now. I ain't got no literature. I don't have nothing. So CO, like, I said, yo, CO. I said, yo, man, yo, can you please, man, if y'all got a newspaper down there at the bubble or whatever, you know, little shit he working. I said, I don't care if it's the old newspaper. Like, can I get the newspaper? He said, yo, I got you. You been chilling out for 3 months. You ain't been making no noise. I said, nah, man, I've been chilling, man. I'm bugging out of here. I need something to read. You know what I mean? So he never came back. So the SPA running around, you know, I stopped the SPA. So I said, yo, SPA, let me holler at you for a minute. So the SPA, I said, yo, the CEO told me a little while ago, I could go get he gonna give me a newspaper. I need you to go down there and go get the newspaper from him. You know what I'm saying? So SPA like, all right, I got you. Now, he's still running, them Bloods running him mad crazy, running him up and down the tiers, across the tiers and all that. So I called him again. I said, yo, SPA. I said, yo, SPA. He come back and say, he's like, yo, I got you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he running back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Whoa. Now, I got a blood that's next door to me in the cell. It was mostly Bloods in there. I wound up meeting one crip, but it was all Bloods in there. So, I'm yelling, I'm screaming, I'm still calling, hey, yo, SPA, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what's up? Go get the newspaper. Go down there, tell the CEO, give you the news. Just give me the newspaper. I won't bother you no more. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. He's like, yo, I got you. He running around up in the chair and all of that shit, you know what I mean? So everything I hear the Bloods doing, I I'm picked up on it. I'm starting to do it. You know what I mean? So he come and run past me, run past my cell to go down, you know, down the tier, whatever. You know what I mean? I said, yo, SPA. I said, yo, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he said, yo, I got you, and ran off. You know what I'm saying? So I heard the blood nigga. I said the same thing. Hey, last 3 you want to violate me? You know about that population? My gun go off. You know what I'm saying? So the blood nigga next door to me, he was like, hey, yo, Black. So I got kind of like familiar with him. You know what I'm saying? So he yelled through the vent. You know what I'm saying? He was like, hey, yo, Black. He was like, yo, Black, you got to calm down, Black. You know what I'm saying? Say, yo, I'm going to try to help you out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call the SPA over here. Let him take care of the homies first. I'm going to call the SPA over here, and I'm going to just tell him, go down there and get that newspaper for you. You know what I mean? But, you know, he looked out. He wanted to call the SPA. The SPA come. You know what I mean? He did what he said. Went, got the newspaper, came back, bought me the newspaper. I'm chilling. I don't need nothing else now, lads. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I'm saying? I can say I'm chilling. I can say about like a month or two go by. You know what I mean? So, like a month or two go by, they coming around with the phone on Sundays. My mom's in North Carolina. I only get one phone call a week on a Sunday. You know, I'm like a 7-minute call or some shit like that. So, boom. They come around with the phone and shit. Now I learned it from the blood niggas. Whenever they don't get what they want, anytime the food cart come around, they put their arm through the slot. When you post, you know how you put your arms behind your back and they tell you to put the handcuffs on you? I know the blood niggas was putting their arms down there holding the slot open, and you know, they start making their little demands and shit like that. So boom, they came around with the phone and shit. So they come with the phone. They hand me the phone through the food slot, the little slot. I go to use put my PIN number in to make my phone call. The shit telling me I already used my phone call for that Sunday already. So I dial a number again. Hold on, I know I ain't use my phone. I only use it on Sundays. Boom, I put my PIN number in and do all that shit. The shit telling me the same thing. I flipped in there. I took the, cause you know they hand you the receiver part with the wire connected to it. So I took the wire out, the handheld part you put to your ear. I took the wire out and threw the fucking wire back towards the food slot shit. You know what I'm saying? So the CEO nigga like, yo, what you doing? I said, what you mean what I'm doing? I said, you put my PIN number in. I just did it twice and this shit telling me you made my phone call already. You gave my PIN number to one of these niggas in here, and when I can't make my phone call, ain't nobody making no phone call like that. So the CO nigga yells out, yo, 46 still holding up the phone, and woo. So the blood niggas start screaming, hey, yo, 46 bell. That's what they was saying. I guess they was using B word. But anyway, hey, yo, 46 bell. You better let that fucking phone go, woo. So different niggas hollering up, hey, yo, 46 bell, you fool nigga. You know what I'm saying? So the blood nigga next door in the cell, you know what I mean? He's trying to tell me, yo, Black, let the phone go. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gotta use the phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling him, yo, I put my PIN number in twice. I don't know what happened, but I ain't use the phone. I want my phone call like that. You know what I'm saying? So the CO nigga like, yo, get a phone up or whatever. So they had this thing. The Bloods had this thing for telling the COs whenever the Blood wants something, they hold the slot open, or they took the phone, they tell them to suit up. So I told nigga, suit up then. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving this phone up. Y'all niggas suit up. You know what I'm saying? So after a while, us going back and forth and shit, they wound up calling. I guess before the Ninja Turtle, I call them Ninja Turtles. The niggas that suit up come to the cell, they gotta come with a supervisor. So they gotta come with a captain or somebody to do it. The CO niggas can't make them do it. So they come back, and I'll never forget, they come back with a captain. Her name was Captain Bell. I think she was Muslim because she had some thing on her head. She used to wear this thing on her head. So they wound up calling Captain Bell. Captain Bell come down here. Captain Bell come to my cell like, yo, what's going on? She be like, not you. You ain't never gave us nothing. I told Captain Bell, yo, I put my PIN up in twice or whatever. This nigga, I told the CEO, he gave my PIN number to somebody. I don't know what happened, but this telling me I already used my phone call already. You know what I'm saying? She was like, well, you can't hold up the phone to give it, I can find out what happened. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, Captain Bell. I want my phone call like that. You know what I'm saying? She was like, well, you gotta let the phone call. So now the whole house flipping. You know, they still hollering and screaming and shit. Captain Bell told her, she's like, yo, you don't want to do this. You know what I'm saying? You ain't been giving us no problem. You don't really want to do this. I said, well, Captain Bell, something got to give. Something got to give because I need to make my phone call like that. You know what I mean? So the dude in the cell next to me was like, yo, Black, just give her the phone. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to tell me, don't worry about it. Give her the phone. He gonna get word to whoever, I guess one of his homies, whoever get the phone, he gonna tell him to hold the phone for me. You know what I'm saying? So me and Captain Bell going back and forth, so I gave Captain Bell the phone, you know what I'm saying? I gave Captain Bell the phone and shit. Was like, yo, Captain Bell, yo, I'm bugging out in here, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to read, I ain't got nothing, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's mad loud in here. I'm like, yo, and then I don't get my phone call. I was like, that's the only thing I got is my phone call. So she was like, don't worry about it, I'm trying to find out what's going on. So like 30 minutes later, they come back to my cell. The CO that gave me the phone the first time, he come back to the cell. He tell me to pack up. So I'm like, pack up where I'm going. He was like, yo, per Captain Bell told me to tell you to pack up like that. So I packed up. I ain't never been to the island before. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my first, like, bid I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? They had already took my 6 months and told me I got to do the full year in the box. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, cool. So I already know I got to stay here a whole year now. I don't know nothing about a cookie floor. You heard of that? You ever heard of that?
Nah.
It's called a cookie floor. They take me to another stairs up there. You can get like cookies and shit. This is like a dog pound, but it's the shit empty. It's mad cells up there, but it was like one nigga in there. As soon as I get up there, they take me up to that floor. It's like one nigga in there, and they put me in the cell beside him. The nigga gave me like fucking like 6 cookies. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there. I stayed in there for a whole week. They call it the cookie floor. I stayed in there, and this is 2005. It's like 2005. So I stayed in there. I stayed up there for a week. A week later, the CEO come up there and was like, yo, you can't stay up here. You got to pack up like that. So I'm telling you, yo, Captain Bell sent me up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. Ain't no noise. Everything quiet. You know what I'm saying? So, boy, he's like, yo, you got to pack up. I packs up. They taking me back downstairs. I remember we was downstairs or upstairs. They taking me back to the house that I was in. You know what I'm saying? So I go back to the house that I was in. So, you know, it was the same shit. Go back to the house. Everybody get on their gate. They know. They hear when people come in. So everybody get on their gate. Yo, who that? So I already know the lingo. You know, I was, you know what I'm saying? So I just yelled out, never who that. This black, Brownsville. Like that. You know what I'm saying? So niggas like, you fool, nigga. Because them niggas are still mad because the week before I took the phone. You know what I'm saying? You fool, nigga. You a plate, nigga. Whoa. So this time, they put me on the other side. Instead of 46 cell, they put me over in the 20s area. So now I'm on the left side. They put the dude that I'll never forget his name. His name Rudy Ray. He was blood dude. He was Rudy Ray Skinner. You know what I'm saying? They put me next to him. You know what I'm saying? So about a couple of days go by, you know what I mean? Me and Rudy talking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then like
what year you talking about? What year is this again?
This 2005. 2005. They put me beside a dude named Rudy Ray Skinner. I think he was from the Bronx or somewhere. Matter of fact, God bless the dead, he knew Moosey. That's how me and him started talking. He knew Moosey from Van Dyke. So that's how me and him got acquainted. I started talking about people from Brownsville, and he knew Moosey. He called him Mussolini the Genie. So anyway, me and Rudy get acquainted and everything, you know what I mean? So I had been in there for about like 6 months or whatever by this time, you know what I mean? Then next thing you know, it was a Spanish dude in the cell on my left of me. They wound up taking him out or whatever, or he went home. I don't know where he went, but anyway, they wound up bringing the Crip dude in there, official. This dude was official. You know what I mean? He looked out. He even left me his little radio, his little Walkman. They clear. I don't know if you remember on Rikers Island, they let you have the little clear little radio. It take like one battery. Mm-hmm. So Cooley wound up leaving me his radio, but Cooley came in there. Cooley was a Crip. So me and Cooley start talking and shit like that. And so I'm between Rudy and Cooley. You know what I mean? So Rudy and Cooley had this thing, like they would share magazines with each other and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I remember I heard Rudy let it be known. The Cooley was like, yo, you know, they share magazines with her. He's like, but if these gates ever pop, you already know what it is. So Cooley was like, yeah, I already know what it is, you know what I'm saying? So boom, they had to understand that. Now mind you, every day since I've been there, I never went outside to the little, it's not like a yard, it's like other cages when you go outside. So the COs would come around every morning to make their rounds and knock on everybody's cell, like tap it and ask anybody want to go to the yard. I wasn't fascinated with that shit. All of the Bloods every day, they went out there because you got to get belly chains and shackled up from your feet and all of this shit. I just wasn't with none of that shit. You know what I mean? So Cooley got there. You know what I mean? Cooley, that's my word. My hand to God. Cooley was getting on that chain every day, lads. You know what I'm saying? Cooley was getting on that chain and going out to the yard. You know what I'm saying? Like, so cool. So boom. One day Cooley asked me, he's like, Cooley done been in there for probably about 4 months now. So time going by for me. So Cooley was like, yo, Black, you know what I'm saying? He next door. So he was like, yo, Black. I was like, yo, what's up? He was like, yo, Black, let me ask you something. I was like, yo, what's up? He's like, yo, why you don't ever come out and go to the yard? You know what I mean? So I explained to him, like, yo, I don't like the idea of that shit going out there to the fucking yard just to go be in another cage. You know what I'm saying? Like that. He was like, yo, Black, you got to get out that cell. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to come outside, get some air. You know what I'm saying? So one day, you know what I'm saying, they came, COs came around, the top tier or whatever, and I hear them coming with the chains because I can hear it laying on my bed. So they come around with the chains one day, and Cooley, they got the Cooley cell, and Cooley must have walked back. They let Cooley walk back, just lean back and stick his head into the little square glass, and the nigga was like, yo, Black, come on, Black, come outside, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, Cooley, man, you know what I'm saying? He was like, Black, come on, Black, come outside, Black, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, man, Black, this is the first time I ever went to the yard. So I I put my hand through the little slot, they handcuffed me and everything. I stand in the hallway, they do the little leg iron shits, you know what I mean? Me and Cooley going out to the yard. This is my first time. So I don't know how you even get there. So they took us out some other door, like in the back of the house or whatever, and we go down some stairs and some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Then they wound up taking us outside to the fucking yard. So they put us in the cages. It was just like I said. So, everybody's talking, everybody blood talking and shit like that. So I don't like this shit. It's cold as fuck and all of that shit. So I did all of that and I came back and, ain't nothing ever happened to me, you know what I'm saying? Or nothing happened to Cooley or nothing. Like, just nothing ever happened. Nobody popped on us or nothing like that, So we get back to the cells and shit, same shit. I told Cooley, I said, man, I ain't never going back out there, man. I don't like that shit. Boom. Make a long story short, I wound up doing that bed with Rudy and Cooley. Cooley wound up leaving first before me. He left me the clear Walkman and slid it under my door. So now I had K Slade, the drama hour, that shit. C74, lock in. OBCC, lock in. That's when K Slade was doing all that. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I'm chilling, I'm rocking out. I do the little time, you know what I'm saying? But if I ever go back to Rikers Island, I don't know if they got my name. They gonna send me back to the box because I still owe box time. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I get out, I go back to Brownsville. I go to my cousin's house the first day out. He give me two 8-balls. He give me two 8-balls, say, here, cuz, do your thing. I know you're gonna get on your feet fast. I'm like, all right, cool. Boom, but for some reason, to make a long story short, the hood just wasn't jinking like that. I was going to my old fiends' houses. They was happy to see me, but shit just never picked back up like that no more. You know what I mean? I called my sister down south. I told my sister, yo, sis, I'm coming back down south. You know what I'm saying? Like, this like fucking 2000, I did the bid on Rikers Island in 2005. I got out in 2006. This like 2008, 2009. Now I just called my sister like, yo, I come back down south. You know what I'm saying? I can't do this shit. She told me come down south. I get down south. I go get a job, lad, at the temp agency. It's not really a temp agency, it's a daily work, daily pay. They pay you $40 a day and shit like that, but if you ride the bus to wherever they send you at, it's no charge. But if you ride the van and they got to take you to the job site, they charge you $5. So it really like $35 a day. You know what I'm saying? So boom, in the process of me working there, it's this nigga that worked there, he run his mouth so fucking much, you know what I mean? But I know him, I know what side of the town he live on. He live on by some niggas that I know. But anyway, boom, I wound up getting on the phone one day and trying to, link back up with people that I knew in the town. So I remember one number, and it's this dude named Skull. You know what I'm saying? I got a contact with him. He's like, yo, you back down in the town? I said, yeah, I'm back down in the town. He said, what you doing? I said, I'm working at a little daily pay place, like that. He said, yo, don't you come over there with me, like that? I said, come over there with you with? He said, I got a store. You know what I mean? When I left, he was hustling trees. When I had left in 2001, 2002, he was hustling trees. So I come back to North Carolina. He got a whole store. It's like a bodega, a real store, like on the Ave, on Mother Gaster Ave. He got a real store. So boom, He got the store. He's taking me over there to the store. He was like, he came to my sister's house and got me and shit. Said, yo, come take a ride with me over to the store and shit. I go with him, ride over to the store. So we get in the neighborhood. It's the hood, lads. I see niggas in the park selling, you know what I mean, doing hands and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We get to the store. He opened the door. I see it. It's nice. Beer on one side, sodas on the other side. In the middle, chips and bread. A regular store. All right, cool. So he's telling me, yo, I'm gonna show you how to work the register like that. So he's telling me, yo, you press this for EBT, you press that for alcohol, and this like that. He's like, whoa. He was like, yo, I've been having little issues over here with a couple of niggas because they don't like me and shit. You know what I mean? And I wound up finding out why, because he be talking crazy to them niggas' moms and shit like that. They come short with some change and shit like that. You know what I mean? And he be talking crazy, get the fuck out my store and all that. They be short with a little change. So I found that out by being there for about a month. And them dudes come in the store. They would never come to the store when he in there, but they'll come to the store if they see me in there. And they always be like, yo, New York, you alright, man. Every time I come to the store, like, you alright. He's like, but your man be talking crazy. He ain't gonna be over here too long. You know what I'm saying? So they told me, like, yo, alright, your man be talking crazy like some people, niggas' moms over here and shit like that. You know what I mean? Whenever they come up short with some change, he be telling them get the fuck out the store and shit like that. So I was like, alright, cool. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, don't worry about it, man. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas is good, man. You know what I'm saying? Just stay out the store when he come. If I'm here, y'all good. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. One day, 3 dudes came in the store. You know what I'm saying?
Ayo, LAZ, you heard Brownsville, Brooklyn, Howard gang, Barcelona gang, Dykeman, 200 block, 2 side, the loose side, you already Snow Bunny. You heard? Shout out to everybody that's watching this series. This is part 5. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to the bro Peter Pan, Brownsville, Brooklyn. You heard? Riverdale Towers was popping. You heard? Shout out to the whole North Carolina. Know what I mean? And everybody that's tuned in, man. You feel me? Yeah, man. I heard there's a lot of dudes out there that, you know, they not feeling my promo prices. You heard? They think I'm charging too much money for promo. But all I got to say is $300 cash per episode. You ain't beating that price for no great promo, no organic promo. Aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, I live in New York City, baby. You heard? It costs $100 to open your eyes in the morning. You heard? It's different out here. So when you see me talking about my promo prices, those is New York-based prices, baby. If you want them Schenectady prices, you gotta holler at them other YouTubers.
I see the nigga, he's sitting in the car. I get one house down past my man mom's crib. I get in the middle of the street, I'll start shooting in the back of the car. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? I hear the nigga screaming. Now I know once the shots go off, my man's sister gonna come running to the door. Boom. One day, 3 dudes came in the store. You know what I'm saying? It was the tall dude from that temp agent from the daily labor place I worked at. You know what I mean? They knew people on that side too. I don't know if they knew a little chick in the hood over there, but they used to come to the store.
Now you saying you back in North Carolina now, though, right?
Yeah, I'm back in North Carolina now. I told my sister I'm coming home. I'm coming back to North Carolina. New York slowed up, like the money was slowing down after I got out from Rikers Island. It wasn't the same. I went back down south. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. The tall dude, he comes in the store with 2 short dudes. You know what I'm saying? I know him from the temp agency. I never knew he was coming over there to my man's store. But my man telling me after they leave out the store, like, yo, you see them 3 dudes that walked out the store? I said, yeah, I've seen them 3 dudes. And he ain't giving me a chance to tell him I know that dude from the daily labor place, from like the temp agency. So he just telling me like, yo, you know them 3 dudes right there? You see them 3 dudes right there? I said, yeah. He said, yo, watch them niggas, yo. If you ever in the store by yourself and they come in the store, watch them niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why? You know what I'm saying? I know him, the tall one, he worked at the temp agency, the daily labor place. He was like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? I said, I don't know him like that. I met him over there. He was like, yo, watch them dudes, because they be coming in the store and I think they gonna try to back the store down. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, what? He was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now, I know the dude be running his mouth at the little daily labor place when I go there and I'm sitting there waiting for him to send me out a job. He always on a Monday, if it's a Monday, he always talking about what he did Friday. Yo, we ran around, we had that thing with us, and all. So I know he got a big mouth. But I never knew he was coming over to my man's store. I never made the connection. Now I'm starting to think, Last, that he really gonna try to back the store down, because he live all the way on the other side of town. Why you coming all the way over here to go to the store? So I'm trying to put like two and two together and shit. So my man told me that, yo, watch that dude or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, cool, you know what I'm saying? So boom. One day, Last, I'm in the store, but my man is there. You know, my man got like, it's like a fucking MP. Like it looked like a Mac, but it's not a Mac. It shoot 9 bullets. It's called like an MP5 or some shit. He got his gun permit. He got like an MP5 and he got a little 380. So he told me where the guns was at and shit like that. He was like, yo, if I ever leave the store, because he sell trees. I told you he sell trees. So he'll go out and make his little licks and sell his little trees and leave me in the store by myself. I already know the ropes. I already know how to ring people up and shit. So I'm doing all of that. The MP is under the counter. The 380 is sitting there too. The 380 is what I put in my back pocket when I'm in the store by myself. And you know, if ain't no customers coming, I start sweeping. Or if it's beer cases sitting around that the truck done deliver, I start stacking them in the refrigerator. But I keep the little 380 in my back pocket. You know what I'm saying? So boom, one day he was at the store. So one day he at the store with me. I got my phone, Last. I got my phone on the counter. You know what I'm saying? So my phone's sitting on the counter. Them 3 dudes come in the store. So they come in the store and shit. They came into the counter and got whatever, you know what I mean, they was going to get Dutches or whatever, you know, they got their shit. And they turning around, they walking to the door. I'm standing like down by the refrigerator where the sodas or the beers was at and shit like that. And I remember my phone was on the counter. I already know them dudes is kind of suspect, so I woke up behind the counter with my man standing there, and I went up there and my phone not there. You know what I'm saying? So I told him, I said, yo, you see my phone? He said, yeah, your phone was just right there. I said, call my phone. I'm trying to tell him, call my phone before they get out back in the car. So I can faintly hear my phone ringing, Last. So I go by the door where I think I hear it at, because he got a little gumball machine, little 25-cent shit. You do a little gumball. If you spin this, you turn the little shit and the gumball pop out. So I'm going over there thinking maybe I set my phone on that gumball machine, but I know I didn't. It was on the counter. So I faintly hear it, the phone ringing. So dudes pull off in the car. They pull off in the car. I told him, keep calling my phone. He called my phone. I don't hear the faint ring no more. I don't hear it no more. So I'm like, yo, I'm telling him, yo, them niggas just took my phone. One of them niggas took my phone off that counter. You know what I'm saying? And pulled up with the phone. He was like, word, see, I told you. You know, I watched them do. I told you they was going to try us like that. You know what I mean? So I told him, yo, because I'm thinking them dudes going back to the side of the town where I know they live at. I told my man, yo, give me a ride over there. But first, Last, I kept calling the phone. Nobody answered. I told him, kept calling the phone. Nobody answered the phone. I sent the text message to the phone. You know what I mean? Like, yo, y'all niggas better bring my phone back. I know y'all niggas took my phone. Like that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. Of course, the text message wasn't gonna respond because the phone was locked, but you could still see my message pop up. I told him to call the phone. I heard somebody lift the phone, answer the phone, Last, and then that phone clicked back off. But I hear music in the background, so I know they playing music in the car. So I told him, yo, take me over there to this neighborhood that, you know what I mean, where I think them niggas, I don't know exactly where house they live, but I know the area. So maybe I might see that Cadillac riding up the street. Maybe they left the store and went to their side of town. Last, I swear to God, this nigga talking mad gangster shit in the car. Yo, we gonna see them niggas and we gonna do that to them. We gonna beat them niggas the fuck up. We gonna pistol whip these niggas. We gonna do that. Now I got a 380 on my back pocket. He left the MP5 at the store. I just got the 380, Last. We go back over there. We go on that side of town to them niggas' neighborhood. We don't see them niggas, Last. But I know dude work at the temp agency. So we go back to the store, open the store back up, like 10, 11 o'clock that night. We get ready to close the store. My man gonna drop me back off to my sister's house. You know what I mean? So I take the 380 with me and go to my sister's house. I'm telling this nigga, I'm going over there to that temp agency because I had stopped working at the temp agency Last when he gave me the job to work the register. So I wasn't going back over there no more. But I know dude go there every morning. He comes there when I'm there. You know what I mean? So I get up the next morning, you know what I'm saying? I get up early in the morning. My sister went to work. I got to get on the bus. So I get on the bus, take the bus all the way across town to the temp agency, the daily labor place. I take the bus, I get off one stop before the temp agency. So I get off one stop, lads, and I'm walking one block to the temp agency. I get to the temp agency, they got a parking lot in the front. So as soon as I get to the parking lot, lads, guess who coming and walking out the fucking door? He got his assignment for the day, cause I see he got his paper in his hand. They must be sending him somewhere he go do his work assignment. You know what I'm saying? He come out the tall nigga, come out the door with the paper in his hand. He come out the paper, and now he walking towards me to go to the bus stop the way I'm coming from. So as we getting closer, I'm walking up on, he looking like he seen me and noticed me. No surprise look on his face, no none of that. You know, they just looked at me. So I turned around and start walking beside him. I said, yo, big man, let me holler at you for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I said, yo, listen, man. That phone that y'all took at that store, you know what I'm saying? That phone number got my daughter's phone number in that phone, man. I don't know my daughter by heart. Yo, I want my phone back, man. When y'all left that store and pulled off, I didn't hear my phone ringing no more like that. So a nigga looking down at me, lads, and like, yo, I don't know nothing about no phone like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, listen, man, just give me my phone back, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas stay out the store, whatever. So as we talking, we walking to the corner, and we get ready to walk off the sidewalk. You know what I'm saying? So we get to the corner, get ready to walk off the sidewalk. We get into the middle of the street. Now, while I'm asking him for my phone back, he's still telling me he ain't got my phone. So as I'm doing that, I'm reaching in my back pocket to get the 380. So I reach in my back pocket. We get to like the middle of the street, the yellow line. I pulled 380 out and just swung that shit high. And I hit him dead in the temple, lads. I swear to God, if I'm lying, my mother dying. The nigga just fell out in the middle of the street. You know what I'm saying? Out cold. You know what I mean? I probably hit him bloody like one more time or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But the nigga didn't hear me. So I'm telling the nigga, yo, y'all niggas came in and violated me, took the phone out the store, and my man said you be screwing your face up when you come in his store and shit like that. You know, but this nigga don't hear me. He out cold. So this is like fucking 7:30, 7:45 in the morning, lads. People were riding in their cars going to work. A lot of white people riding in their cars going to work. So they beeping on. They see this nigga out. They see me with the gun. I hit this nigga with the gun. You know what I'm saying? So something telling me, don't run just because people stopping in the car and beeping their horn and, yo, what are you doing? Something told me don't run. So I didn't run. I walked away from him, left that nigga in the street, and I got across the street and started walking like down the block. So my thing was, if I don't run, nobody in the cars back there where he at is going to try to follow me and get the police. Just in case they call the police, they don't give the police my description. Oh, he running, I'ma follow him. So I said, I'ma just walk. So this way, nobody will be too eager to follow me. They can sit in their cars and be like, yeah, he's just walking up the street. He's walking up town. So I'm doing that. So when I get to the next block, to the corner, I make a left. So when I make a left, lads, and I just look back as I'm been in the corner walking, I see nobody in their cars following me. So when I seen that, notice nobody following me, I booked it. I start running. Boom, I start running. I ran up to about 5 or 6 blocks or whatever, probably like to the little neighborhood and shit like that. And I got on another bus that was going another way. I just wanted to get from the area. So I got on another bus. The bus took me downtown. I had to transfer. I transferred the bus and caught a bus that was going to the store. Now, being that I was working in the store, I had a spare key, and he told me the alarm code, just in case I ever get there before him, I could open the store up at 10 o'clock. This way he could sleep in a little longer, you know what I mean? So I had a copy of the key. I go to the store. I open the store. I didn't open it for business. I go in there, press the alarm and everything. I ain't got no phone, but the store got a store phone in it because, you know, he got internet in there. So he had to at least have a phone line. So I go in there. I go behind the counter. I get on the phone. I call him on the phone at the crib. You know what I'm saying? He answered the phone and shit like, yo, what's up? Why you calling me so early morning? I said, yo, I just came from the temp agency. I just seen Big Man that be screwing his face up. You know what I mean? You said watch him. They might try to back us. I said, I just seen him at the temp agency, and I pistol whipped him and left him in the middle of the street like that. He said, oh, word? He said, oh, word? I was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? He said, all right, I'm getting up now. I'm coming to the store, lads. He comes to the store. He opened the store up for business or whatever. I swear to God, last on my mom's, it was like 30 minutes, probably no more than an hour last. I didn't hear my man's phone ringing. All I know is he told me, yo, come on, yo, let me holler at you for a minute. He's like, yo, come here, yo, you know what I'm saying? So I go walk up to the counter where he at. He said, yo, I just got a phone call, yo, for some chick. Last, I don't remember his phone ringing. I don't remember his phone ring. So he's like, yo, I just got a phone call and said, yo, them niggas looking for you, and they looking for the nigga from New York that work in the store, you know what I'm saying? You know what this dude told me last?
What?
He tells me, yo, this is what I want you to do. I just need you to stay away from the store for a little while. I swear on my mom's last. So I'm like, hold up. You was just with me. You took me over there looking for them niggas yesterday. I said, take me to the neighborhood. You talking cash shit about what we gonna do to these niggas. Now you claiming you get a phone call from somebody that know these niggas and supposed to be coming over there, supposed to be coming to the store to do something to us. So I'm looking at it the way I'm looking at it last, like a street nigga. Okay, I went over there and did this to this nigga early in the morning. You knew I was going over there. The shit is subject to get hot. Now you trying to disassociate yourself from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't that what it seemed like last?
Facts.
So I'm taking it like you trying to disassociate yourself from me. So I'm telling him like, yo, I ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, fuck them niggas. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going nowhere. So I'm telling him like, yo, I'm staying by the store. You asked me to come to the store, hold you down, work on the store. Plus I work here. You know what I'm saying? I left the job at the time. I work like, how you just gonna, you know what I mean? Just cut me off like that. You know what I'm saying? So he like, all right. Last, I stayed in the store with him the whole, like, all day. This about like 6 o'clock in the afternoon now. He come with the bullshit again, last. Yo, let me holler at you. I'm like, yo, what's up? He's like, yo, I got a phone call from a chick that said them niggas is on their way over here. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm pacing in the store, you know what I'm saying? Okay, if they on their way over here, I'm pacing in the store for a little while, but eventually I'm gonna go to the front door and go outside. I wait for about 10 minutes last. I go to the door and go outside. I make the right, walk to the corner. There's a barbershop next door. I go past the barbershop. I go to the corner. I'm looking left and right down the street. I don't see nothing. I don't see nobody. I go back to the store, walk past the store, and walk down a little walk down a little street a little bit. It's some houses now on the other side. I got a 380 in my back pocket. I ain't worrying about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody on that street. I go back in the store and tell him, yo, ain't nobody coming in the street. I mean, ain't nobody coming to the store, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I said, they ain't here yet. If they coming, you had enough time. We done waited 15, 20 minutes. I'm walking outside the store. Ain't nobody pull up to the store. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, boom. Last. The next day, that's my word. Oh man, the next day I get to the store first. I go to open up the store last, you know, like 10 o'clock to open up the store for business. You know, the store always have like the winos be standing outside the store. You know, they beg for change and shit like that, but they know not to block the door. But, you know, the wino standing outside the store and shit, you know, he cool with me because I've been working there for a little while. So he know my name and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, stand in front of the store and shit. He like, hey, Pete, but let me holler at you for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, well, what's up? You know what I'm saying? He said, yo, some dudes came over here in the Cadillac, you know what I'm saying? And they came over here looking for you. They were talking about the dude in the store in New York. He said, I was out here before you came to open up the store. He said they came riding around here in the Cadillac. I already knew who it was, last. You know what I mean? I said, all right, so what did they say? You know what I'm saying? We call him Changalang. Look, I call them, we call him Changalang. I said, so Changalang, what they say? You know what I'm saying? He was like, Pete, the dude said, yo, he ain't got nothing to do with your phone or nothing like that. He was like, yo, Pete, he don't want no problems. So I said, that's what he said? He's like, yeah, Pete, they came over here in the Cadillac. They said they don't want no problems with you and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't thinking nothing about it, but you know, I still walk around, even when my man ain't there, I still walk around in the store, a little 380 in my pocket if I'm stocking beers and shit like that, just to be on point and shit, you know what I'm saying? Them dudes never came back, lads, you know what I'm saying? Check this shit out. Couple of weeks go by and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I was in the store, I'm playing, you know what I mean? I see this chick that I went to high school down there with. She on the Facebook and shit under like the people you may know. I send her a friend request. Now I'm talking to her inbox. She bad, lads. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm shooting my shot. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna catch up with you. You know what you doing? She's like, yo, what you doing tomorrow? I said, I got a little job over here at the store, but I could probably meet you for breakfast right quick. You know what I mean? Me and you can get up. So she was like, all right, boom. I get up the next day, last. I go pick her up. We go to the, I don't know, a Chick-fil-A or some shit like that. You know what I mean? We went out and then sat down and ate, you know, a little breakfast and shit. And you know what I'm saying? And I asked her, like, yo, you smoke weed? Like that. She was like, yeah, I smoke weed. I was like, yo, you want to smoke some weed? You know what I'm saying? Right quick. She was like, yeah, I smoke some weed. So lad, I take her. By that time, me and her leave the little Chick-fil-A spot. We go to the store. I take her to the store to my man. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he sells trees too. So I take her over there. We by this time, I had done bought a car because I had got my lawsuit money. I sued the 73rd precinct. You know what I'm saying? And the city settled out of court. So this was like a couple of months later after I got down there. They gave me $50,000. The lawyer took it pro bono. You know what I'm saying? So he took a third.
What you sued them for?
False arrest. They had arrested me on Pacific Street. I was coming up from about Herkimer going to Van Dyke, and they locked me up because they couldn't find the work. Remember I told you I know how to do the throat shit. You know what I mean? So they never found the work, but they put me in the paddy wagon, the black van anyway, and sent me through the system. You know what I mean? But the judge dismissed it. You know what I mean? So there was a black lady in there. So I guess all she do is sit in the courthouses downtown Brooklyn and listen to people's cases and see if she can get a lawsuit for the law firm. And she wound up calling me after the judge dismissed my case, walking down the hallway, and gave me the car and told me to go to the directory of one of the little buildings downtown Brooklyn. So I did all of that. So he took the case pro bono. So I done forgot about that, lads. You know what I'm saying? I had to move back to North Carolina already. You know what I'm saying? So when he called me out the blue, you know what I'm saying? Like this happened, and like I left North Carolina like in 08. I left New York in 08. This is about like end of 09, 010. You know, coming into 2010. That's when he called me and said the city wanted to settle out. So I had to bought me a Mercedes. I bought me an E-Class, a black E-Class. You know what I'm saying? The E-Class Sport. So that's where I had just bought that, and I met Shorty on the Facebook. I went and picked her up in that. We come down to the store to go get some trees from him. So I go in the store, go tell him, yo, let me get some trees. He give me some trees. This nigga being nosy, lads, follow me to the fucking door, you know what I mean, of the store to walk out to see who I got in the car with me. He see the chick in the car. He asked me, he's like, yo, let me ask you something. I said, what? He said, is that such and such, you know what I'm saying? You know, the chick name. I said, yeah, why, what's up? Like that. He was like, oh, you fucking with her? I said, nah, I just picked her up. We went out for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm trying to fuck. You know, we just come on, stop right here to get some trees like that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, all right, because she supposed to be fucking with my man. I was like, all right. So he was like, I'm going to call my man and find out if my man still fuck with her. Laz, I tell him right there, yo, this ain't got nothing to do with you, yo. Don't call your man. This shit ain't got nothing to do with you. Like, I'm telling him, like, mind your business. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Boom, I'm thinking he gonna mind his business. Last, the very next day, you know what I'm saying? I'm going out of town. The chick called me while I'm on the highway. She called on me while I'm on the highway telling me, yo, your man is a bitch ass nigga, and woo. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is you talking about? You know what I mean? So she telling me, that nigga from the store that you took that came to the door, and he see me sitting in your car. That nigga went back and told my nigga that I came over there to the store in the car with you. Like that, you know what I'm saying? So she flipping on me, lads. You know what I'm saying? So I called the store. I said, yo, let me call you back. I called the store. I called the store, told nigga, I said, yo, he answered the phone. I said, yo, didn't I tell you mind your business? You ain't got nothing to do with that. Why you call that nigga and tell that nigga she came through the store and he called with me to come get some trees? I said, yo, that's fucked up, yo. You did some fucked up shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? So I had to stop fucking with him. You know, I called homegirl back, and homegirl gave me the rundown. She said the nigga that she was fucking with was supposed to do something for her. He was helping her with her kids or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to do something for her, and when he was supposed to do it, like that next day, he told her to get it from P. So she like, who the fuck is P? Who you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So he was told her, the nigga that you went to the store with, my man's store, and pulled up and y'all went and bought weed and shit like that. You know what I mean? So that's when she knew that he knew that this bitch ass nigga called that nigga and told that nigga she came to the store with me. So I stopped fucking with him last. You know what I mean? Because my thing is, a nigga came in the store and violated a couple of months ago. You know what I'm saying? I went all the way across town early in the morning and pistol with this nigga. You know, even though he didn't take your phone out the store, he still stole out the store. So he stole from us, nigga, and he stole out your store. I went and did this, you turn around and do this shit to me with some female shit. You know what I'm saying, lad? I had to stop fucking with him for a little while. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I stopped fucking with this nigga. So I don't know, one day out the blue, either I call him or he called me, you know what I mean? But I wound up calling New York and telling my cousin, Millie Mo, what he did. And what I did for him about the nigga with the pistol whipping, and I told him what he turned around and did with homegirl like that. And Millie was like, yo, I told you stop fucking with that nigga. You still fucking with that nigga. I told you that nigga wasn't no good. Because Millie had met him one time. Millie ain't like him, you know what I'm saying? So Millie was like, yo, I told you stop fucking with that nigga. That nigga ain't no good, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, chill, boom. I'll get off the phone with him. You know, a little time passed by. I don't remember if I called him or he called me, you know what I'm saying, last. But we wound up speaking again, you know what I'm saying? I go back working down to the store, you know what I'm saying? Because I never went back to the temp agency, you know what I mean? So I need some money, you know what I'm saying? Even though I had the lawsuit money, you know, but after lawsuit money, you know, my sister let me hold her car. Of course, I got to look out for Mama Love. I gave Mama Love a couple G's, gave my sister a couple G's for letting me use her car and shit like that, you know, at time. I bought the bins, you know what I'm saying? I bought clothes and shit that I needed, you know what I mean? I still had a little bit of money left, but I didn't want to just spend my money, you know what I mean? Me and this nigga, we start speaking again. I go back down to the store. The temp agency was giving me like $35, $40 a day, but this nigga giving me like $50 a day out the register, you know what I mean? Me and him finally talked out, we pieced it out or whatever, you know, he told me whatever sucker reasons he had for telling her man or whatever the dumb shit. Me, I'm working back in the store now, last, you know what I'm saying? Like a couple months later, I'm at my sister's house, last. I'm chilling at my sister's house. This nigga come over to my sister's house. So he come over to my sister's house, I'm chilling. He come and got this stupid little funny look on his face, you know what I'm saying? So he come to the crib talking about, yo, I'ma kill this nigga, So I'm looking at him, what the fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So he was talking about his sister baby father. Him and his sister had been getting into it. This when I was back in New York, like throughout the years. Him and his sister baby father had been getting into it, and one time the nigga had put his hands on his sister, you know what I mean? So they've been having their little words, you know what I'm saying? This shit I don't know nothing about. When I came down to New York, when I came back from New York down to North Carolina, I still don't know nothing about this. I'm only finding this out when he coming to my sister's house this particular night, saying about he gonna kill this nigga. So he coming in, you know what I'm saying? He kind of got like water in his eyes and shit like that. So he telling me what happened. He telling me him and the nigga was arguing, and the nigga pulled out a gun in front of him down there at his mom's house, in front of his mom's. I said, the same nigga that you've been beefing with for years, your sister boyfriend, your sister baby father, you ain't been beat that nigga up yet? You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know if this nigga scared of this thing. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so I'm like, he giving me the rundown. Yeah, the nigga pulled out a gun on him, and he did it in front of my mom. So he pulled out in front of my mom like that. So, you know, I'm trying to show loyalty to the nigga, last. You know what I'm saying? So, one day, I'm going down to by his mom's neighborhood because, you know, when I first came to North Carolina before, that was the block my man T from Best Style, I met in high school, that was the block we was all getting money on. So I still knew a couple of little niggas over there, you know what I mean, like young niggas younger than me. So I'm just going over there to them little young niggas house to smoke some weed. I'm not even thinking about the shit that he telling me about with his baby father, you know what I mean? So I'm in my car, I come down, I get in the neighborhood, I'm riding past his mom block, you know, where his sister live at, where the dude, her baby father, so-called, supposed to pull the gun out on him in front of his mom. I'm riding by last, and I'm passing the block, going like a little ways up, a couple more blocks up to go to the little nigga crib, go smoke some weed with him and shit like that. I look to my left, I see a car sitting on the parked in front of the mom house, my man mom's crib. I see his sister out there getting something from the car, like it was like an arm came out the car, and like she was getting something from him and turning around to walk up the porch. She was walking up the porch to go back into the house. So I look, I said, oh shit, that must be her baby father, must be come dropping off something to whatever, you know what I mean? So I pull off at the bottom of the street. I go to the little nigga house last, where I was going to smoke the weed at. They had already had little problems with this nigga. They was already had shooting at him and made an accident and shot up at my man. The bullet wound up hitting the house. So my man was mad at them little niggas because they was beefing and they came back shooting and a bullet hit the house. But anyway, I go to the little nigga house. I tell the little nigga, well, one of the little niggas that was shooting at this nigga, I said, yo, when y'all niggas outside, like, yo, you got a piece? You know what I'm saying? In the house, like, I said, I need a piece, like, quick. Like that, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, nah, P. I was like, yeah, P, well, what's up? Like that. I told him, I said his name. I said, yo, the nigga, her baby father over there, the nigga in front of the house and shit, nigga did some bullshit. I'm trying to get at this nigga. So the nigga gave me like a 38, last. It's like a 5 or 6 shot revolver, like a 38. He was like, here, P, let me come with you. I said, nah, I don't want you to come with me. You know, last something happened, you know what I mean? Something go right. I don't need no cold defendants. You know what I'm saying? So I told Shorty to chill. Just chill. I got it. You know what I'm saying? So he give it to me. You know what I'm saying? I get in the car. I pull back in my car. I pulled out like a block and a half away, like on the back street. You know what I mean? So I get out my car. I walk around the whole block. You know what I'm saying? I got a hoodie on. I just happen to have a hoodie on. I see 2 niggas that I know. They older niggas. They older than me. But I don't want them to know it's me. But I put the hoodie on and start walking over there towards 2 older niggas because I got to make the left on the corner where they at, walk past them, get like probably a house down or 2, and then the car is parked in front of my man mom's crib, you know. So I'm like, all right, I put the hoodie on. I walk past them 2 niggas. They know me, but they don't even know it's me. Only thing I said was, yo, pardon me, yo. Pardon me, like that. They ain't pick up on my voice or nothing. I got the hood on. So now I'm thinking like, yo, I gotta try to shoot this nigga in the car before she come back to the screen door, because they had the screen door, then they had the main door. You know, down south they got the front screen door. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I see she not at the car. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to walk past these niggas, get a couple of feet. You know what I'm saying? I see the nigga, he's sitting in the car. I get one house down past my man mom's crib. I get in the middle of the street. I'll start shooting in the back of the car. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? I hear the niggas screaming. Now I know once the shots go off, my man's sister gonna come running to the door, cause them little niggas are just shooting with that nigga. So she gonna think them little niggas is coming back. You know what I mean? At that nigga, they see him over there. You know what I'm saying? My thing, lads, I don't want her to see me. You know what I'm saying? So I get down a couple of hours, I turn around, I let off like 3 shots. Boom, 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 into the back of the car. I see like a spark hit like the trunk or the window or something like that. I hear the nigga in the car scream, oh, y'all niggas trying to kill me? Y'all niggas trying to kill me? That's what I heard him say. I know I'm not no good, perfect shot like that. Because I was like probably like a house and a half down. I know I'm not, I know I didn't shoot that fucking latch on that trunk. So my thing is, this nigga, when shots went off, he leaning over in the car, going to the glove compartment and try to push the button. I don't know if because he was a convicted felon. So I don't know if he was riding around with the pistol like that in his lap or whatever, you know what I mean? I'm thinking he pushing the button in the glove compartment or whatever and trying to pop the trunk and try to get to it, you know what I'm saying? So, the 2 niggas that was on the hill, they back up and shit, you know what I mean? They move. I let off 2 more shots, like boom, boom, like that. I'm still shooting. So now I see my man's sister coming to the door to go check on this nigga. I turns around, I start running, lads. I don't want her to see me. You know what I'm saying? So I start running and shit. I get out, I get back to my car. I get in my car, pull off, go back to the little nigga crib and give him his gun back. I gave him his gun back and I'm pulling off from his house. So I give him his gun back, I'm pulling off from his house, I get on the phone, you know what I'm saying? I get on the phone and call my man, he's at the store, you know what I'm saying? So I say, yo, your mom might call you. Your mom or your sister might call you, and they might tell you somebody was just shooting out in front of your mom's house like that. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh yeah, well, what happened? I said, no, I would happen to be riding by. Lads, I'm trying to show this nigga some loyalty. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling him, yo, I just rode past your mom's crib, and I seen your sister baby father sitting out there in the car, and I went to go get at that nigga, and I start shooting at the nigga while he was sitting in the car like that. He was like in front of my mom's house. I I said, yo, that's the only way I could get the nigga. I might not see the nigga again. I wasn't expecting to see him. I'm going to a little nigga house. I wasn't thinking about seeing that nigga over there. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, all right. He said, yo, I'm going to call you back. You know what I'm saying? He called back and must have called to his mom's house. He spoke to his mom's, or either his sister called me back. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, come to the store. Like that. So I go to the store and shit. I gave him the rundown. I'm telling him everything I just told you, Laz. Yo, I seen the nigga. I'm explaining to him, Laz. I'm explaining to him, Laz, like, say, Laz, like, you my man, right? And you tell me a nigga back out on you. You know what I'm saying? You say you got a store, and your store is way across town. You working in this store. You're not even thinking about it. Why would I call you, Laz, and tell you, yo, I see the nigga that pulled the gun out on you, and I got access to a gun right there. You gonna be looking at me like, what you call me for? Get that nigga, right? If I'm your man, right? Mm-hmm. So that's all I did, Laz. I'm trying to show the nigga some loyalty. You know what I'm saying? So, I went to the store. I told the nigga. Now I just came back from New York. Like 2 years, man. I ain't got no business doing all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? The last time I left North Carolina, when I got into a fight with the nigga, and then I had to do a whole bid in South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to go back to New York. I come back to New York now. I try to get a job and chill. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no business doing this shit. Mind you, I'm older now. I'm like 35, 36, almost pushing 40. I ain't got no business doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So boom. I go to the store. I get a nigga to run down, tell him what happened and all that. So like a little bit of time had went by. No, matter of fact, I swear to God, on my mom's. I went back over there the next night, Laz. Damn, I can't believe I almost left this out. I left the store and went home that night. You know what I'm saying? I left my sister's house the next evening after my sister came home from work, because I remember I had to watch my nephew while my sister was at work. My sister came home from work. She take over my nephew. I get in the car, Last. I go back over here to his mom block. Now I'm thinking like the nigga figured somebody was shooting at him already. They not gonna come back the next day, the very next day. You know what I'm saying? So I go back over there the next day. I go down. I don't go 1 or 2 houses down this time. It's pouring down raining, Last. I'm like 4 or 5 houses down. I'm leaning up on the side of the house. 20 minutes go by, Last. 30 minutes go by. It's like coming up on an hour now. It's pouring down rain. I'm leaning up on the side of somebody's house. But the lights out. It's dark, man. It's at nighttime. So I'm thinking the nigga gonna come back and try to creep through at night. You know what I'm saying? To try to sneak through again to see my man's sister. So boom, the nigga never came. At the top of the street, I see some headlights on the ground. The headlights is on the ground. The car, a black Toyota Camry, make a left turn and come and stop at my man mom's crib. So I never came out from the side of the house that I'm leaning on. I didn't know it was him, my man, until he got out the car and the dome light came on inside the car. I see it's him, and he got a white chick in the passenger seat. He get out, go walk up on the porch, Last, and come back out the house like 10 minutes later. He get back in the car. They pulling off. Now they coming down to the bottom of the street, like where I'm at, leaning on the side of the house. You know what I mean? I'm soaking wet. You know what I'm saying? He comes down the street. When he get close enough to me, I come out and hold my arm out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, hold on. He don't know who it is. He just cracked the window. So I'm walking up closer to the car. He realizes me. He rolled the window like halfway down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, what's up? Like that. You know what I'm saying? He like, yo, what's up? What you doing out here? Like that. I told him, I said, yo, I think the nigga probably figured like, so somebody shot at him. They not gonna come back the very next day. So he might try to come and see your sister again. You know what this nigga told me last?
What?
This nigga tells me, yo, come on, man, get in the car. It ain't even that serious. I swear on my mom, I'm lying, my mom's dying. The nigga said, get in the car. It's not that serious. I get in the car, tell the nigga, so I'm looking at the back of his head, like while he pulling off, I already told him my car's down the street, take me to my car. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling him, I'm looking at him in the back of his head while he driving. I'm saying to myself, Last, I ain't say it to him because, you know, I don't want this white girl. I don't know this white girl. I don't want her knowing like what I did or whatever. I don't know who the fuck she is. So I ain't trying to talk in front of her. So I'm just saying to myself, I'm looking at the back of his head like, nigga, you supposed to be in that fucking side of the house with me waiting for this nigga. I just was shooting at this nigga yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So, I ain't say nothing. He take me to my car. I get in my car and, I pull off. You know what I'm saying? So, Mind you, when I got the lawsuit money, I had wound up getting my license back, my CDLs back. So I'm going back and forth out of town, driving an 18-wheeler. I'm on the road one day, just like a week or two later, last. This nigga's sister calls my phone while I'm on the road, flipping on me. Yo, fuck that, yo, P, you shot my car up, I know it was you, P, I know it was you, but now, I know this girl ain't see me, because I know when she started coming to the screen door to come and check on baby father, I done booked it, I started booking it. I don't know, I had a hoodie on, she can't positively say that that was me, you know what I'm saying? So, she on the phone, I'm like, she flipping, I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? She's like, you shot my baby father, I know that was you that night out there, you shot my car, P, you shot my car. I said, yo, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, I don't know nothing about no shooting a car like that, you know what I'm saying? So she kept persisting, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I know it was you, I know it was you. I said, listen, I told her, I said, listen, check this out. I said, listen, your brother been going through with it, this nigga, by putting his hands on you before, like that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to use like kind of like reverse psychology on her. I'm telling her last, your brother been getting into it with this nigga by him putting his hands on you before, you know what I'm saying? And I told her, I said, yo, what if I'm coming down the block and I happen to be anywhere, you at a gas station, anywhere, and I see this nigga putting his hands on you or beating you up, and I'm supposed to be your brother's man, what you think I'ma do? I'm gonna hop out the car, me and that nigga gonna start fighting. You know what I mean? So I'm telling her, the same love that I got for you, you know the same love I got for your brother. So when your brother told me he backed the gun out on him in front of your mother, you know what I'm saying? I already knew eventually we was gonna see your baby father. So she telling me, last, back the gun out or pull the gun out on my brother in front of my mother. P, what is you talking about? Like that. I said, so by that time, she already knew I shot the car up. You know what I mean? So I'm like, the reason why I did that, because the nigga pulled a gun out on your brother in front of your mother. He came over my sister house to me, he gonna kill your baby father. Like that. So what the fuck is you talking about, man? She said, Pete, think about it. If a nigga, I don't care if it's my baby father, if a nigga pull a gun out on my brother in front of my mother and allow my mother to see that, she said, P, you think I will fuck with a nigga like that? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, your brother told me he did that shit in front of your mother. That's the only reason why I shot your car up like that. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, so I said, what happened? I asked her what happened. I said, what was the confrontation about? You know what she told me last?
What?
She tells me her baby father and this lying ass sucker ass nigga was sitting on the porch at their mom house that same night he came over to my sister house. She told me they sitting on the porch smoking weed. Now my man, he sells weed. You know, he's known around town. He sell good weed. Her baby father got some good weed. He asked her baby father to turn him on to the connect to the plug so he could get some of that good weed that her baby father had. Her baby father told him no, and he got mad. That's because his sister told me on the phone after she done calmed down and everything, you know what I'm saying? She's like, no, don't listen to my brother P. Don't listen to that nigga. He just mad at my baby father because my baby father wouldn't give him the plug. Now, lad, I'm thinking about everything else this nigga done did. You was getting ready to abandon me when it was getting ready to get hot with them niggas that I pistol whipped over there for stealing out the store or stealing my phone out the store. Then you did this sucker shit about this girl when I pull up there. You call her man and did all this bullshit. So I'm thinking about both of this sucker shit that this nigga done did to me, last. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about, okay, the sucker shit with them niggas, I pistol whip, the chick with this girl, and I just shot your sister car up. All for a lie. You know what I mean? And I believe the nigga sister, last. I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, she was like, yo, P, I'm gonna tell you like this. She kept it real with me, lad. She said, yo, P, I'm not gonna say nothing to my baby father. I'm not gonna tell my baby father that it was you, that, you know, my brother man, you know what I mean? So she's like, I'm not gonna say nothing to him about that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, cool. Which really, I didn't care, lad, you know what I'm saying? Because that nigga got more problems than one. The little niggas that I went and got the pistol from, they on his head. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just another nigga, he just got another problem with, but he never seen me, lad. He don't know what I look like. He know what them little niggas look like. He don't know what I look like, so it ain't nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? I know what he look like. He don't know what I look like. You know what I'm saying? So after that,
shout out to the bro Peter Pan. You heard, this is part 6 and the conclusion of the series Surviving North Carolina. Appreciate all y'all dudes that tuned in. Appreciate all them comments with y'all dudes telling me how much y'all love this series. It was spontaneous. We ain't plan it out. The bro Peter Pan just hit me up, said, yo, I got a joint, and we just went in. You heard? Pause. But yeah, man, shout out to the whole Ville gang, the whole Riverdale, Howard, the whole Brownsville, the whole Brooklyn, the whole North Carolina, and the whole Gen Pop, man. Comment gang is in the Schnilden. You heard? Slim Blunt gang is in the building, man. Know what I mean? Leave a comment. Let me know what you rapping. You heard? And get at me if you need that promo, because you know my promo game is the best in the city right now. And that's a fact. Z-Lord.
I go to the blinds, I put the little fingers through the blind, I open it up a little wide. It's him. You know what I mean? So I tell this nigga BA, I was like, yo, hey, yo, BA, you got your pistol on you, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, I got my shit in the car. Like that. So I was like, all right, cool. So I give him the rundown. I say, yo, it's this nigga outside that I had a little problem with.
So you ended up getting into beef with that nigga, like having more beef with that nigga?
Nah, I never seen that nigga no more. Like, he never knew it was me, and, you know, the nigga's sister kept it real. I guess she never said nothing to the nigga about it, you know what I'm saying? But nothing never came of that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, the nigga probably, they probably, kept their relationship, that was her baby father, so I'm quite sure after that, the nigga was probably coming through there, you know what I mean? But mind you, I haven't got my CDLs back, so I started, going out of town a lot, going on the road and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, one day I had came in off the road and shit, and I called this nigga, you know what I'm saying, my man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never told the nigga that his sister gave me the rundown. Like, it told me, like, yo, the nigga was just hating on her baby father. I never even mentioned it to him, you know what I'm saying? So, one day I had came in town and shit, you know what I'm saying? I came in, I chilled out for the weekend, and then, it was that Sunday, I was ready to hit the road and leave out of town. So I said, all right, I need to give you some trees, you know what I mean, to take with me, you know what I mean? So I call this nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you got some trees? He was like, yeah, I'm on my mom's block. So it was this nigga, this new nigga that had moved on the block, this nigga named Cowboy, older nigga, you know what I mean? I had seen him a couple of times at this nigga mom's crib up the street, you know what I'm saying? But, I was never really familiar with him like that. I just see him like every now and then. I might go over there, see my man or whatever, you know what I mean? So this Sunday, I was getting ready to break out and hit the road and shit. And I called the nigga. I was like, yo, where you at? You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, I'm down the street, like a couple houses down from my mom's crib. I'm at this nigga Cowboy house, like sitting on the porch and shit. I was like, all right, I'm about to come through there, like that. So I get in the car, I go over there and shit like that. Now, mind you, this nigga Cowboy, he seen me a couple of times over there, you know what I mean? So he familiar with my face. We even said what's up to each other a couple of times and shit like that. So I pulled down the block and shit, you know what I mean? I pulled down past his mom's crib to the nigga Cowboy house. I parked, I get out, you know what I'm saying? So I'm telling this nigga, he's sitting on the porch. This nigga Cowboy doing something, I guess, because he had just moved on the block or whatever. So I guess he was still getting his house together or whatever. But he was doing something with the window. So he kind of like had his back turned to me. My man, he's sitting on the porch in a chair. He got a liquor bottle down beside him. And you know what I'm saying? I guess he just got finished smoking the ale or whatever. So I walk to the porch. I don't walk on the porch. I'm at the bottom of the steps. So I'm like, yo, let me holler at you for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So he was like he motioned for me with his hand, like come up on the porch. But this nigga Cowboy looks over his shoulder and look at me like, nigga, who's you? You know what I'm saying? So my man don't see how he looking at me, because Cowboy is standing kind of like over him. My man sitting on the chair on the porch facing me. So he not looking up like over his shoulder to see how this nigga cowboy looking at me like, nigga, who's you? Like that. So, you know what I mean? So I look, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, just let me holler at you right quick, man. Just come off the porch. I never told him what I wanted on the phone, but you know what I mean? I'm just telling the nigga, like, I'm at the bottom of the porch, just let me holler at you right quick. You know what I mean? So the nigga keep motioning me to come up on the porch with the nigga cowboy looking like, nigga, who's you? Don't come on my porch. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right. So this nigga cowboy, I ain't paying him no mind. Like, nigga, you seen me a couple of times at this nigga mom's crib. So anyway, this nigga dude does it again. You know, you emotionally me, man, come up on the porch, holler at me. All right, nigga, come to the step, bottom of the step. Let me ask you something. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga tells me, yo, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what? Like, what you mean you good? Like, I'm gonna holler at you. So I guess he's so high and, you know, drunk or whatever, you know, because I know he been drinking, so I see the liquor bottle down by the chair. So I'm like, oh, nigga, you too high or you too drunk to come to the bottom of the steps to holler at me? Yo, lads, I could have been telling this nigga, I got 10 niggas around the corner waiting on me or somebody trying to get at me down the block. Nigga, I was just shooting at your baby fucking, shooting at your sister baby father for you a couple of weeks ago. Then I pistol whipped the nigga at the store for you a couple of months before that. You too good to come to the porch? I could be calling you, telling you like, yo, I need some help, nigga. So when after the nigga did that, I was like, all right, nigga, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like told nigga, like, nigga, fuck you then. You know what I'm saying? I turn around, get back in my car, and I leave. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I leave. I called a couple of niggas that know us, you know what I'm saying, told them what the nigga did, like, yo, this nigga, you know what I'm saying, this nigga's a sucker, I'll never fuck with this nigga no more, so I told them, so a couple of niggas, you know what I mean, they knew that I was fucking with the nigga anyway, the nigga was telling me, like, yo, P, about time you stop fucking with that nigga, you know, they told me little sucker shit that he done did with them it wasn't really serious, but he had did some sucker shit to other niggas and just playing himself, you know what I'm saying, so, one dude I talked to, he know what I mean, he was telling me, he was like, yo, P, one of the other sucker shit the nigga did, this chick we know, she had she cleaned houses and shit, and she worked for this white man or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and he got a couple of properties, but he let her have little kickbacks and shit, like she invite niggas up to the hotel, cause he owned like penthouses, so she, you know, he let her have little kickbacks, that's what we call little kickbacks, we all go up to the hotel room, drink and shit like that. But I was out of town on this particular occasion. You know what I'm saying? So one of the niggas that knew us, you know what I mean? He was like, yo, P, I'll stop fucking with that nigga too. So I'm asking him what happened. He's like, yo, we up at one of the motherfucking kickbacks uptown, up in the penthouse. We got mad liquor up there, but we had ran out of liquor. So they was having some kind of LBGT, like some kind of, you know what I mean, like the gay little they was having some kind of little party or whatever downstairs in the lobby, but downstairs in the lobby had a bar down there, you know what I'm saying? So when everybody ran out of liquor up in the penthouse, everybody decided to go downstairs to the bar, you know what I'm saying, and go buy some drinks or whatever, and then go back up to the hotel room. I wasn't there. My man telling me this shit, you know what I mean, what this nigga did. So he was like, yeah, P, we fucking we all go back up to the hotel. We go back up to the room and shit. So, you know, the chicks is up there, you know what I mean? So, you know, he said, P, yo, I started asking people, yo, where this nigga Skull at? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, everybody don't know. They said they was partying or whatever. He come back upstairs with some Chinese dude, you know what I'm saying? So, the Chinese dude was one of the dudes that was down there partying, you know what I mean, with the LGBT, you know, the gay crowd down there. Now, my man and them said they just went down there to buy some drinks and go back upstairs. A little while later, after they realized he wasn't there, he come back upstairs with one the Chinese dude that was partying up there with them. So he come in the room and talk about, yo, this is whoever the Chinese dude name was, this is XYZ, yo, he gonna be the plug. And he was trying to tell the chicks that was up in the room with my man and them, yo, he's gonna be the plug, he's gonna be the connect on hair weaves and shit, like, because, you know, Chinese people, they get extensions and, you know, they got the plug on that. So, you know, the chicks and my man and them that was up in the room, they looking at him like, yo, nigga, what the fuck is you doing? Like, who the fuck is you to bring that nigga up here? Like, You know what I'm saying? You went down, we all went down there for drinks. You go down there and bring this fucking dude up there. He ain't on none of us type of time. What the fuck you bringing this nigga up here to this room? All these chicks in here. So what happened was they started clowning him, you know what I mean, for doing that shit. So the chicks started clowning him, you know what I'm saying? So they wasn't trying to hear that extension shit that the Chinese dude was the plug, you know what I mean? So that's when he told me last, he was like, yo, P, that's why I stopped fucking with that nigga. When he did that bullshit, I stopped fucking with him, and the chicks that was up in the room with us, they said the next time they have a function, don't bring that nigga around no more. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah. So I was telling him, I was like, yo, see, he did some sucker shit with me, and the last straw was when I walked to the porch to go get some trees from him, and the nigga act like he was too good to come downstairs on the bottom of the porch to come and see what I wanted. You know what I mean? It was like, yeah, P, we see why you don't fuck with that nigga no more. You know what I mean? So a little while time, now back to the nigga just with the pistol whip from him. I wound up running into this nigga again. So anyway, I make a couple of trips. I go out of town on with my 18-wheeler and shit. I come back in town and shit. And one of my other mans, BA, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to BA too, man. If you listening to it, you know what I'm talking about. But my man BA had hit me up one day, you know what I'm saying? Like the weekend I had came back in town. He was like, yo, P, one of my homegirls is having a cookout. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you want to go to the cookout? Now BA is, you know what I'm saying, like, BA always he keeps something small on him. Like, well, for whatever reason, he don't carry a big gun. He always keep like a 32 or a little 2.5 on him or something like that. I always see him with it, you know what I mean? So BA called me, was like, yo, you in town? I said, yeah, I'm in town. He's like, yo, we gonna shoot to this cookout, like that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right. I meet up with BA, you know what I'm saying? I'm following him, and I'm driving my car. I'm following him. Behind him, we get to the chick crib, to the cookout, you know what I'm saying? So we get to the cookout, and we go through the front door. Everybody's partying at the cookout on the side of the house, you know what I mean? So I don't really see the crowd that's on the side of the house, because me and BA going in the front door. So we see the chick, you know what I'm saying? You know, she say, what's up, does BA introduce me to the chick or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what's up? She was like, yo, we got the band here, I got a pool table over here and all of that. You know, she just told us, you know, we good. We free to walk around the house, we drink whatever we want, you know what I'm saying? So she go back outside. Me and BA goes, we grab 2 beers. I grab either a Heineken or a Corona. He grabbed one, and we walk into the den area where the pool table was at. So we start shooting pool. But in the den area, it's on the side of the house. The den area is in the house, but the window is on the side where we can see everybody through the blinds that's outside in the yard. We hadn't even been outside to the yard yet. We just got there. So we pop our beers and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we play a little pool. We stayed in there by probably like 10 minutes. So I'm getting ready to hit the ball, I'm getting ready to shoot my shot, you know what I'm saying, with the pool stick. I'm leaning on the pool table, great crack, to get ready to hit the ball, and I happen to look over to my left, and I look through the blinds. I see a tall nigga, he got like a toboggan on with dreads, you know what I mean, like with little braids sticking out on the bottom. So that's the same tall nigga that I wind up pistol whipping. So I'm like, yo, this can't be this dude, you know what I'm saying? I go to the blinds, I put the little fingers through the blind, I open it up a little wide. It's him. You know what I mean? So I tell this nigga BA, I was like, yo, BA, you got your pistol on you, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, I got my shit in the car, like that. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I give him the rundown. I say, yo, it's this nigga outside that I had a little problem with a couple of months ago, and I wound up pistol whipping this nigga, you know what I'm saying? I told BA, call homegirl, because I know how niggas act when they get around their family. So I don't know if this dude is related to this girl, you know what I'm saying? So I know if he related to her, and, you know, the nigga see me, nigga might try to go extra crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I tell my man BA, I said, yo, go outside, go get your homegirl and tell her to come in here. You know what I'm saying? So BA went and got her. She came in the crib. You know what I mean? So I was like, I asked her, You know, we standing in the den right by the pool table. So I said, yo, let me ask you a question like that. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, what? What's up? And I pointed to the blinds and I, you know, put my fingers, open the blinds a little so she could see. I said, you see that tall dude right there? You know what I mean? She said, yeah. Oh, yeah. What's up with him? I said, listen, is you related to him like that? I asked her, I said, you related to him? She was like, nah, he come over my house and, you know, he smoked weed with me and shit like that every now and then or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, okay, I'm just asking because I had a little issue with this nigga a couple of months ago and I wound up going upside his head and I fucked his face up real bad. You know what I'm saying? So she put her hand over her mouth and pointed at me. She was like, oh shit, he did come over here one time. His face was fucked up. She was like, she got her hand covering her mouth and her other hand pointing at me. She said, oh, that was you that did that to him. I was like, yeah, so I'm asking you, is you related to this nigga because I know how this shit go. This nigga might think he at his family house and he think he got the advantage, you know what I'm saying? And he might try to act extra crazy. So she was telling me last, she was like, nah, he know better not to, you know what I mean, show out in my house and shit like that. She was like, nah, you good, you ain't got nothing to worry about, you know what I'm saying? So she turned around and go outside. She never said nothing to the nigga that I was there, you know what I mean? So me and my man BA standing there, so I'm telling BA, I was like, yo, you gonna finish this pool table. So when you finish your beer, put the fucking bottle in your back pocket. Now, mind you, his gun is in the car, but bro, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, bro, not to interrupt you, but you know, we put a lot of parts in. I just want to say this before we continue. Yo, bro, you stay in a situation, bro, where you could get murdered and you still be there. So you see, you know you went upside this nigga. You know you went upside this nigga head and pistol whipped this nigga. You see that nigga, son, you supposed to get ghost. If niggas ain't got it on them right then and there, you supposed to get ghost. I'm laughing because this is why niggas love you on this channel. Because, bro, you be putting yourself in the most dangerous situations on the planet.
Yeah, but last, I didn't know. My man BA asked me to come to a cookout. I didn't expect to see this nigga there.
I feel you. But what happened? So you told a nigga to go get the hammer?
No, because remember, in the first part, when the nigga came back to the store and he was telling the drunk nigga Changalang that, you know, he ain't had nothing to do with it. So I want to check his temperature to see how he gonna act first. You know what I'm saying? So when he went by the store looking the next day after I pistol whipped him, he's supposed to have told the Geronimo nigga in front of the store. Remember, I went to the store to open the store. He ain't want no problems with me. So I'm trying to feel this nigga out. I'm trying to check his temperature before I send my man BA to go get the gun out the car. So when me and BA standing at the pool table, we drinking the beer. So I know all of this. BA don't know this. BA don't know nothing about me, the nigga sending word to the nigga in front of the store about he don't want no problems with me. BA don't know this. So I'm checking the nigga temperature in my head, but I'm telling BA at the pool table, when you finish or drink your beer, I'm gonna drink my beer. Don't throw your bottle in the garbage. Put your shit in your back pocket because I'm going to drink my shit and put my shit in my back pocket and we going outside. You know what I'm saying? Where that nigga at. I don't know how he feel at this point. So all I know is the nigga say he ain't want no problems with me, but I'm still going outside. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. I gave my man BA the rundown. We finished, we go up to the side door, to the screen door. We go up the screen door. Now, the nigga, he's standing there with like 3 other niggas. You know what I'm saying? But they got their back turned away from us. Got my arms crossed. I got the beer bottle in my back pocket. Me and BA standing there. BA know what time it is now. I had issues with this nigga. So I'm standing outside. I'm standing behind the nigga about 10 feet behind the nigga. But he never turned around. It took I could say about 3 minutes, 2-3 minutes. Me and BA standing out there, we listen to the rules, so I'm kind of rocking back and forth and shit. I'm waiting to make eye contact with the dude. You know what I'm saying? 2 minutes go by, he never turned around. I'm standing behind him the whole time. He never turned around. He's talking to whoever he's talking to, his little homeboys on him. You know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden, he turns around. Me and BA standing there. He got a bottle, I got a bottle, the gun in the car. So I got my arms crossed. I'm rocking back and forth to the music. He turned around, look at me. I look at him. He looked at me and gave me a head nod, like a head nod, like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Not no aggressive what's up. It just like, yo, what up? You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I mean? So I nod my head, yo, what up? You know what I'm saying? Like that. So, hold on. So, he never said nothing. We didn't say one word to each other last. So, me and BA stayed there for another 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm watching him to see if he go try to send somebody to the car or something. You know what I mean? Like, anybody would have walked away from him, I'd have told BA go to the car, get the gun out of the car. So all of them stayed there in that one little group. You know what I mean? Him and like 3 or 4 other people, maybe 5. They stayed in their group and they kept talking or whatever. He never turned around and looked back at me again. You know what I mean? Me and BA stayed there for like 15 more minutes. You know what I'm saying? So after that, you know what I'm saying? You know, I told BA, was like, yo, we get ready to get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So me and BA wound up leaving. Now, last, let me tell you how small the fucking world is. I swear to God on my mom's life. Me and BA leaves that fucking cookout. This lasts like fucking, I say about damn near 6 months later, last. I had to move. I moved way across town where I ain't even nowhere near that store, my man's store. I'm not nowhere near there. I'm not nowhere near in this area where this chick live at. Well, that had the cookout. This like 5 or 6 months later. I'm at my new crib. I gets up. I got my man and them is at the crib and everything. I get up to tell my man and them I'm going to the store. I don't know if I went to go buy some blunts or whatever. I said, yo, I'll be right back. I get in the car. I drive about like 6 blocks, 5 or 6 blocks. You know what I mean? I go to the gas station, last. I get out the car, I go to the gas station. Now, I go to the fucking door of the gas station. I grab the door handle to pull the fucking door to me. You know what I mean? Because the door opens out, pulls out. I'm pulling the door handle, opening it, pulling it towards me. Who walks out the fucking store? Big man. That I pistol whip. This nigga again. You know what I mean? So he coming out the store. I'm ready to walk in. He walking out. So it looked like I open the door for him, and he just happened. It's like it was just perfect timing. I grabbed the door, opened the door. He walking right out at the same time. So the nigga stopped and talked to me and shit. It was like, yo, I never got a chance. The nigga telling me this last. Yo, I never got the chance to holler at you. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, I went through the like at that time after that situation, man. Tell you, yo, I ain't had nothing to do with that phone shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, and I'm looking at his face like he a tall, dark-skinned nigga, but I could see like dark spots in his face, like something was wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? Like his face was discolored or something like that. So he telling me like, yo, I never had nothing to do with that shit with your phone. And I'm telling him like, yo, I was going through a lot of shit with my baby moms, and that phone had my daughter's telephone number in it, and I didn't want to call my baby mom, ask her for a number, because she gonna start, but I just ain't want to. I was just trying to go through it. Y'all niggas ain't understand that shit when I told y'all niggas to bring that phone back to that store. I called that phone and I sent that text message, and y'all niggas, whoever had my phone, y'all niggas just ignored the shit. So that's the shit that had me tight. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, I understand, man. He telling me last
so
show,
so he admitted that that niggas took the phone?
He said the little nigga, the young nigga that was with him, took the phone. Because it was 3 of them that came in the store. All I know is my fucking phone left the store when all of them left. But the tall nigga, I wanted him because my man said they was coming in the store and he always screwing his face up. And my man was like, yo, watch the tall nigga. I think them niggas gonna try to back us down in the store one day. So being that I knew where he worked at, I went for him. I went for him, but it wouldn't even matter if the little nigga that was with him took the phone. I had a reason to go at the big nigga because you was the one coming in. My man said you was the one coming in the store with your face screwed up. So it didn't matter which one of y'all niggas I was called. I was just gonna make an example out of one of them, but I was glad I knew what the big nigga was at. So, he telling me, I told him, you know, situation about the phone, like, yo, y'all niggas took my phone, you know what I mean, whoa. So he was like, yo, I just beat cancer. Because, like, I seen it in his face. It's like the skin was, like, discolored. So I don't know if the radiation or whatever he was going through something. The nigga, like, you see kind of, like, he looked more skinnier than when I pistol whipped him. So I could tell he was kind of sick or something. So he was telling me, he was like, yo, I don't want no problems with nobody, man. I just beat cancer. I'm just glad to be alive, man. He's like, yo, I ain't worrying about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I told the nigga, I said what I said. Like, yo, you know, I ain't really want to do that to you, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I feel kind of violated too. But he was like, yo, man, that shit is over with. I ain't got no problem with you, New York, you know what I'm saying? And that was the last time I seen that nigga, last word. I ain't see him no more. But it was just, I don't know if it was meant for me to piece it up with the nigga or to get some kind of closure. Because everywhere I went in the town, I go to the fucking cookout. I see the nigga. It ain't no problem. I moved way across town to a whole nother area. It's like 20-minute drive, and I open the store door, and this nigga coming out the same while I'm like, oh, why I keep seeing this nigga? But it must have been meant for me to piece it up with the nigga, you know what I'm saying? Or let the nigga, you know what I mean, feel comfortable to where, you know, me and him ain't got no problem. And he said his piece, and, you know, the nigga got in the car, and the nigga pulled off. I never seen him again, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's how I went. But the nigga, my man, I don't fuck with that nigga no more. That was it. When he pulled the stunt on the porch and all of that, and then my man and them told me what he did at the hotel and all that, I told them, and they told me, like, yeah, CP, and I told them, yo, that's why I stopped fucking with that nigga. That nigga's a funny style nigga, and I don't fuck with that nigga no more. So it's ever since then last, I've been on the road, man. I've been on the road. I've been driving trucks, you know what I'm saying? I've been thinking about little ventures I want to do. I'm going to start this trucking company up, and I ain't high. Once I get a couple trucks under my belt, I'm only fucking with convicted felons, because, you know, somebody gave me a chance. So as long as ain't no rape or nothing like that, I'm about to get me a couple of little trucks and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm about to hire convicted felons, you know what I'm saying? Start my little trucking shit, you know what I'm saying? Word, son. I done been through enough last, you know what I'm saying? I escaped a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? I escaped death. Niggas in that hotel room walking two birds. I done escaped, you know what I mean? When shit could have got ugly after I had to put hands on niggas, I'm done, bro. I'm done with the streets. It's just not good for me, man. Like, I'm 48 now, man. I'm not jumping out the window for nobody. Niggas got problems or niggas got beef. I don't want to know about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm in and out of town. When I come in town, you know, I chill with a certain select few people, and a couple of chicks I got under my belt I deal with, and I'm gone. There ain't no loyalty in these streets. All that my mans and them, that shit is overrated. I don't fuck with niggas no more, man. You know what I'm saying? Word.
Real talk, bro. But let me tell you, you're a great storyteller. People love your stories. This series that we did, this Survivor North Carolina, it was Flames. It's one of my favorite stories and series on the channel. And it's a lot of people out there that love your shit, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And now, I mean, yeah. I'm sure they gonna want to hear from you again, man. So when you think about some other stories you want to tell, make sure you get at me, bro, and let's go back in.
Yeah, no doubt. I got another story, like the shit that, you know, when I first started driving. Like, I met a real cool dude, man, from Cali, and Pyru dude from Inglewood. I met him at my man crib. You can call my man right now. He'll verify it right now. The nigga walked in the house and said, I kill everybody in here. And me and him wound up getting cool, and I drove to Cali and went to his hood. That nigga showed me the best time of them Pyru niggas in Inglewood. Shout out to my man Joe Rock in Inglewood and his man Tweety. You know what I'm saying? Word, wound up meeting a real blood, a real OG dude. And I went to Cali, and nigga, everything the nigga told me in North Carolina, it was true when I got out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my thing is, you know, I watch a lot of, you know what I'm saying, dudes podcasts and like YouTube channels and all that, you know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of dudes come up there, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't taking nothing away from nobody, you know, it's gangsters everywhere, but I just ain't want to be another dude to come on your platform and just, yo, I ain't never been touched. I ain't never took it. I started off on your platform, part one, the nigga beat me bad in the fight, you know what I mean? So I wanted to come through with something different, you know what I mean? And then tell my life story from there. I started off telling the world about the L's I took, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody knows on this channel right here, you know, when I first started this channel, I started this channel telling niggas about the L's that I took. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we don't do that over here. We don't do no fronting. Like, we ain't never had no L's. Like, a nigga ain't never do nothing. A nigga ain't never, I mean, we don't do none of that shit, man. We keep it 1,000 over here. You feel what I'm saying? We keep it 1,000, and we know and understand that just because you take a loss, that don't mean you ain't a winner.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Right. Overall, you could take a loss, and overall, you still a winning type of nigga. You feel me?
That's
so it's like,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, bro. So that's how we on it over here, man. But I mean, Gem Pop Gang is in the building. Comment gang. Make sure y'all tear this up, man. I mean, shout out to the bro Peter Pan. Shout out to the whole Brownsville. We'll be back with some more fire for y'all.
That's a fact, man. And salute everybody in the comment section, man. I appreciate all the good words, man. I take the bad with the good. Salute, peace, and blessings to everybody, man. Yo, Laz, I'm out, man. I got to hit this highway, man.
All right, my bro. Stay up, man. Stay in contact with me. Get at me.
No doubt. Peace.
All right, bro. Peace.